Just doing a little bit of wound care with the bit of wound care. Anyway, how you going? This is Dave's channel. Dave's Dave's back again. I only really went off for a little minute to try and connect with one of my mates, but I couldn't. So I hope he's all right. But anyway, all good. How's everyone going? I think we'll have a bit of a chit chat for a little while until I don't want to chit chat no more. How you going? First person in the chat, you're the most important. Thanks for coming. Thanks for rocking by. Yeah, Dave's channel's live and direct. Welcome aboard. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't. I left myself a bit of time for him to contact me on the emails and nothing. I'm sure Rod B will be all right. He's probably just wanted to talk to me about something. But all's good in the hood. Did you glean anything at all? Oh well, yeah. I mean, it's how it is. It's what it is. I guess you can't really. I didn't get his email. I know he posted it, but it was taken down. It's all good anyway. I don't know. I got no idea. I have a rough idea, but what the fuck would I know? It was probably about people who come into the chat, that sort of stuff. I don't know. He's probably seen on other channels or whatever, and who knows what it was about. But we have 4 people in the chat now. Please, your questions through, your statements, your whatever. Let's get it. Let's get it all going. I'll adjust so I can see everybody, and we'll be fine. So it's mad. You get a few people in, you get a few people out. They do the hokey pokey and turn themselves about. And that's what it's all about here on Dave's channel. Yeah, they come in and do the hokey pokey, all right. Yeah, so g'day guys, how you doing? 6 people in the chat, 2 likes. Come on, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. We could always do better than that. Or if you just don't like me, but you like my bikes, as Red Rider says, how you going? And from my bikes, how you going? Yep, no worries though. It's no good passing by starting work. It's work's such a horrible term. I can't stand that Mexican bandit, Manuel Labor. Horrible man he is, Manuel Labor. But we're here again. I'm just going to kick back for a little while and reflect on the day. I had a quick look at the bike ride. It wasn't too bad actually. It was pretty cool. Maybe Rod will come in again and we can chat again. I've got no idea. This is the only way I can contact him, through setting up another live. I think he gets a notification on his device and he's able to join the live again. But there you go. So I had no contact with Rod B. Yeah, if you haven't been off for a while, oh boy, did you have a good sleep today though in preparation for today's shift? Hope so. It's g'day, how you going? Yeah. Oh, it's all about ringing the dingling bell and pressing the all button, and then you can, at a later date, if you don't like that YouTuber, you can just totally unsubscribe from all their content. G'day, Ash. How you going, mate? G'day, mate, with an apostrophe after the G and before the D denotes that you're Australian. How you going? And so am I. Yeah, Australia here. and the West Coast. So, and Darren is, I think, Australian as well. I'm not 100% sure. I think First Nation as well. Um, if my memory's not too bloody pickled, which it is pickled. Anyway, we're just dealing with the skin cancers and we're doing all the right things. But I've got to start applying this horrible radioactive hour south of you. Oh, yeah, there you go, Ash. Yeah, right. Yeah, now south. Yep, that's down there somewhere. Yeah, no worries, Ash. It's a nice day in Perth today, one today. Sun was shining, it was warm. I hope you got out on your bike today, Ash. And everybody in the chat, I hope you were able to do a bit of riding. It was a lovely day. If you are in, yep, the aloe vera, yep. I've got essentially lanolin. Lanolin goes on to do all that. Yep, Queensland. That's right. Yep, Queensland. Well, usually Queensland is perfect one day, better the next, isn't it? There's something about Queensland this time of year that I do miss. I do miss Queensland. There you go, Katta. I miss Queensland very much. I love Port Douglas and I love going up to Cape Tribulation and Cooktown and Weary Bay. I lived in that area for about 2.5 years as a young 24-year-old man. Best time of my life. It's 30 odd years ago. Best time of my life. I absolutely loved it. As a 50, no, more than 32 odd years. I'm 37 now, 57 now. So yeah, I loved Far North Queensland. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry to hear that, Passer. Bloody Bundaberg or Logan. So, what area did you stay in, Dave? I missed it. Okay, so when I was in Queensland, I rode up from Wollongong on my motorcycle. I certainly remember Bundaberg and stopping in Bundaberg and breaking out my harmonicas and having a bit of a tune. I think tonight we're going to make a bit of music. So, we'll make a bit of music, I think, tonight as a sort of another step in Dave's live channel. We make some music. If down this way, yeah, no worries. We'll go for a feed, mate, and a rave. Yeah, fucking oath. Probably what might be good would be hook up at Gage Roads. It's a nice, good meeting spot. Come up for a rap to Scarborough. That's always good fun, and we just stay on the coast. It's all good. But I was in the middle of talking about where I was in Queensland. I have some relatives in the Sunshine Coast, and I stayed with them for about 3 weeks. Just got to know Queensland a little better. We went sailing. It was bloody lovely. And then we went from. I left the Sunshine Coast and went up the coast more. Got to Bundaberg, started busking in the streets. From Bundaberg, I made some money and I got to, where did I get to? Where can I remember? I really remember Proserpine, but now we're really in the far north of Queensland. And a lot of Queensland was a bit of a blur, if that makes sense. I was just on my bike. And anyway, I got to Cairns, and then from Cairns I rode up through the Cape Tribulation track, crossed the ferry at Port Douglas and found my way onto a hippie commune just near a place called Cedar Bay. And I lived on this hippie commune for 2.5 years. And by all accounts, man, it was, where the wild things are, that's for sure. It was great actually to do that. And once a week we'd kill a little pig, eat that, and we were all good because it was a hippie commune. There were some strict harebrained rules about not eating meat, but there was another share down at the end of the property those who ate meat could go down there and eat meat, and that was sort of funny. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, there you go. How is Russia going? I've got a dear friend in Russia I think it could be Vladivostok. I'm not 100% sure of the town, but I don't think it is Vladivostok. It's another town starts with V. And she was a good sort, Chris Cott. Chris, mind you, that might have been a English shortening of her name because she had an understand. She actually spoke very good English as a Russian, and very, very. It's why in Russia? Yeah, for work probably. He's gone to buy a Ural. He's coming back to Australia with his Ural motorcycle. Why not? Fucking ready for the. He's ready for the fucking Armageddon to come. Slim. G'day, mate. How you going, Slim? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. We're just kicking back at Dave's. Not really doing a hell of a lot. Smoking a bit of green. What else are we doing here on Dave's channel where you're live and direct? And I'll acknowledge you, cool, if you've got something interesting to say. What's going on, Amy? You got anything good to say? Sorry to hear about. That's cool, mate. That's all right. It's not really flared up today because I managed to get out on the bike and go for a bit of a ride, and that really, really helps it. Really gives me thanks that I'm alive and loving life. Yep, no worries, Slim. We don't care. It's not 420. It's always 420 for us. I'd never really subscribed to that anyway. It's, if Australia's going to have an official time that we smoke, well, it's always going to be, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's called smoko for a reason. Smoko. And, the people that don't smoke cigarettes still call it smoko. It's a name that stuck. Hey. Yeah, 10 o'clock. In Australia, we have our 420. Really, that's what I'd like to see. But anyway, what I like to see and what will be are two different things, aren't they? I'm sure it was. Look out, shirt lifter hippie in the fucking car park selling fucking dope to a family. Ooh, better get him. Who knows, passerby? Who knows? I know that Russ Hins and Joe Bielke were probably closet pot smokers. I know, a closet something. But anyway, poor old Joe Bielke. But Flo, didn't she make a good pumpkin scone, eh? Didn't she make a good pumpkin scone, old Joe? he'd certainly opened up the country, that's for sure, you know. He opened up the country, you know, and you know, it's all good. So we got who have we got in the passerby? Sorry, mate, got to do it. Got to do it, passerby. Easy rider, how you going, mate? How's it going? Is it good? What's going on? Yeah, well, you know why. That's what happens, isn't it? Anyway, why not give the channel a like, guys? Say hello, give the channel a bit of love, and you know, I dig that. In Australia, in my bed, and it's mozzie heaven. Oh, brother. Yeah, some parts of Australia just kicking back in my fart sack. How you going, Breezy Rider? Fuck, it's good to see you, mate. Fuck, it's hard doing this though, Easy. Lots of trouble with bots and hate speech and spam and fucking hell. And all you want to do is connect with fucking real people, you know. But you know, everyone wants to cut the tall poppy down, man. Just because I got a couple of bikes, you know. Brother, what can you do? Thanks for the love, guys. You're all rocking. It's all good. Yeah, the love's cool, man. I appreciate it. Hold Joan. That's all we're doing. I was thinking about breaking out the guitar again tonight, Easy. Having a bit of a fucking sing-along. You know, having a bit of old sing-along and making a little bit of music. Okay, you know, we'd love to know, Slim. Where does 420 come from, really? Where does 420 come from? That's a really good statement. In fact, I will, the power of the chat, so everyone knows what we're talking about in the chat. We're talking about the origins of 420. It's the pharmacy these days, Slim fucking oath. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. All good in the hood. In the hood of Dave's channel. Yeah. Oh, no, earlier there was a few people. It's supposed to be the supposed stories of college kids code. Yes, okay. To meet on a particular statute to smoke that. It's deeper than that, I believe. It's a cover story. Okay, there you go. Thanks, man. Oh, okay. So it's it was a code by the college kids. Yeah. Well, they need their codes, don't they? Poor old college kids. Yeah, California. Hey, no worries, man. No, just kick them back. I've got some issues with my eye though, so forgive me if I keep rubbing the fucking thing. Like it's irritating, but we're on to it. I see an optometrist soon. Yes, it has a link 420. That's the reason. Okay, there you go. The link in. Can't even see that. My sight's so fucking bad. I can't even read the. Yeah, it is. It's fucking shocking today. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. But anyway, by the 11th, I'll have some advice on how to care for it. But you know, this is how it is. I can always go back to the optometrist and just see. I've stopped using the antibiotics. It's just And all my friends in the East Coast, I had to, ring them and tell them, hold on, I've got to get things checked out first before we go on another big run. Before we go, yeah, I need a profile pic. Boom, boom, passing by. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Got to see them bad guys, man. Yeah, right. Okay. Yep. It's it's yeah, right. Anyway, Australia, I will say this, and I've always shouted it from the rooftops. Our tried and true tradition of smoko at 10 o'clock is when the bomb gets out and the workers sit in the little shed and they have a couple of cones and they get back onto the building site and then it's always been that in Australia. 10 o'clock, mate. You work like a mother from 7 till 10. The billy gets boiled and we all down tools for fucking 5 minutes. We have a bit of a chit chat, and then we get back to our work again. We're not overly impaired. We've just had a few cones, it's the Aussie way. Stoned as an unfaithful Arab wife. Oh, God. Jesus, I love that gecko. Oh, mate. 10 a.m. pie, coke, and a smoke. Exactly, there you go. There you go. Yeah, right. There you go. Donald J. Trump and Jermaine Trump. Yeah, that's the best one I've heard today. No, it is, mate. Stoned as an unfaithful Arab wife. Which is what happens to them, isn't it? God, it doesn't happen here. They just get blasted all over the news as another domestic violence victim, I suppose. Same sort of thing. Yeah, men's love that turns to hate can be devastating. Hey, mate, OC, very, very cool you've joined me. Afternoon and evening. I know you won't mind me partaking of the herb of peace. I know that you. Oh yeah, play a tune for sure, Easy Rider. Yeah, you're right. It's a little bit hard to set up though, and I'm just sort of relaxing and kicking back. Yeah, that's all right, but you're a good stalker, mate. You're a good stalker. You're okay. Boy, we've had some fucking trippers in my chat though today. It's been yeah, it's been a little bit eye-opening, and I've given them the bungy eye to open. I've got a bit of a bungy eye, I see. It's all right, mate. I know what you mean. I know that you mind. Because you can't participate. That's all right, guys. I'll have one for you. I'll have one for you. That's three more that I don't need. That I'll be stoned to the bejesus, as Sick Bastard says. Stoned to the bejesus. How you doing, mate? I am doing all right. Suran Lover Dollar. Loves dollars, I guess. Suran Lover Dollar. There. I tried to get your name out anyway for the chat too. Half a dozen for me, mate. Yeah, no luckers. But we got plenty of drinks. We got plenty of chuff. We've got a myriad of stories to tell. I did have a story that I wanted to talk about. What was the story I wanted to talk about? Oh, go back into the files. Gone. Pickled. wheelbarrow. The name Most Wheelbarrow. There's some funny responses, that's for sure, guys. I'd love to, Slim. Unfortunately, we are, we're stuck with it. We're stuck with it. Just, I think to take down the corrupt system is to get your piece of land, start farming, start growing your veggies. As long as you've got, don't get a strike. Yeah, I think so. That's what we're trying to do, Slim. We're here to not talk about that. I mean, just look how depressed and how, the fucking chat went. Blah. It was going really good, I don't want to put anybody down. I've got no power. I'm just a guy who likes weed, and motorcycles. Jimmy, fucking Jack Daniels. I mean, we're just kicking back, I know what's out there in the big wide world, and it's not all that bad. I think a lot of people are turning the telly off now because the telly is just telling us how it is. Sorry, Cato West, mate. Thanks for everything. I'm just going to go on a bit of a rave, mate. Hit the ding-a-ling bell. I will see you around. I like your emoji. I like the cut of your jib, son. Welcome to Dave's channel. Thanks for helping me along on this journey of modern day memoir. There you go. Yeah. Take care, mate. As a valued contributor in Dave's chat, it's good that you are here. Thank you, mate. Right, where the fuck were we? I've got to go back to the bar, or at least the bar fridge. I've got to go back to the bar, and there you go. Hey, Stumpy, yes, Stumpy's been here before. Yeah, no worries. Catavest. Yeah, I dig that fucking emoji of yours. That's a wicked emoji. It's happy and smiling, but unnerving at the same time. I love it. Stolen from the Suburbs. Okay. I don't know that movie, Stolen from the Suburbs. Yeah. Look, I don't know, OC. He came and he went. I'm sure that he got quite a lot from old Mac, as I know you did. There wasn't many in his chat, and I knew that you were there. I hope so, Stumpy. Anyway, I'm not going to be distracted by the Fremantle Dockers in 2025. I don't know. I think it might be time for Fife to put down the reins and sit back in a different position. He's paid his dues. He needs to be on the board, making some of the decisions for the future of the club, I believe. I think Nat Fife is a Fremantle Docker man for the rest of his life, a little bit like Eddie Maguire is with Collingwood, one of the, elder statesmen. Matty Fife has been doing this for a long time, and strangely enough, me and Matty have a bit of a connection in the fact that we have the same prosthesis in our shoulders. Poor old Matty had been tackled that many times on the football field that the time he went to fucking load grain, in the truck, and he's driving the steering wheel, the shoulder popped out, and it was never fucking right again. Yeah, I know that on the off season of football, Matty grew up in the trucking industry, and yeah, Fife, he's a good dude, man. So Stumpy, I know a little bit about the history of the Fremantle Dockers. They are very important for towns like Lake Grace, Corrigan, Brookton, Katanning, even as far down there, Albany. They're very important because Fremantle was always an area that meant a lot to these people because, one, it was point of receival for their grain, because predominantly these people were farmers, and what was the crops they were growing was wheat, and wheat put food on the table for the family. A lot of these farmers were big families, they'll tell you that it was a struggle of a life, dawn till dusk, driving the bloody header, or driving the seating, busted ass fucking Chamberlain John Deere tractor, until their crops came in and they got some money and they were able to afford the new John Deeres. And I like those tractors with the big tracks on them, and the reason they have the tracks on is lower compaction of the soil. It's spread out more. So there was a reason for all of that. You mean painters and dockers and stevedores. Okay, so QC, different conversation. What you're getting there, mate. Very different conversation. Here in Western Australia, we have two football teams, and there will always be a rival because rivalry is healthy. It's healthy. The Eagles, and yes, unfortunately, the Eagles are at the back of me. And we have the Dockers. I mean, the Docker was a purple background with a white anchor, and wherever you go, that logo is unmistakably in the hearts and minds of, yes, it's football. So AFL football and two AFL teams, but if say the Eagles get to the finals, all the Dockers supporters would they'd watch the final, and they wouldn't be cheering for the un-Western Australian team. Likewise, the Dockers got in. The Eagles supporters would be watching the game and hoping that the Western Australian team wins. They'd never, mention it because, that's sort of sacrilege in the house. And also the derbies that we have here in Western Australia between the two AFL teams are always a good bit of banter is hurled over the stadium, and it's always a good bit of it's always a good bit of fun, if you take it as fun. AFL for a lot of people is that for them. That's I suppose in America it would be similar to the gridiron and the baseball, probably more so baseball, because the basketball was always seen as the younger man's sport, wasn't it? But baseball was something that has been around in your country for a long time. Anyway, my Lambo started building cars just to spite Enzo Ferrari. That's correct, Gecko. Just to spite him, he decided to build a beautiful Lamborghini car. Yes, it's certainly a step above Ferrari. Ferrari is a common man car, an Italiano, the little, but a Lamborghini, huh? A Lamborghini, but a Maserati, the same as me. I'm new. Did you manage to like the channel? It'd be appreciated, and we can talk about you, Baduka, because I'd like to. G'day, human. Ferrari, yes. Yes, no, I'm actually a Maserati guy. If we're going to go down that conversation street, and I'm going to get a lot of hate, but that's all right. I love Maseratis. What can you say? Probably because of the Joe Walsh song. My Maserati does something, something, something. I lost my license and now I don't drive. Dun, 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 dun. It's been a good life. It's been a good life to me. Life's been good to me so far. What a great song. Joe Walsh, life's been good. Good. I had no idea. Sincere and down to earth. Thank you, OC. That's what it's all about, being down to earth. Look, guys, if you could talk amongst yourselves for 5 minutes, even though you're a Docker supporter for nearly 20 years, that's hardcore. I'm sorry you have to see the Eagles in the background, Stumpy. I'm so sorry about that. I mean, if it was my shed, I would turn that sign around. So only the walls saw it. Does that make you feel better? It sounds like I'm taking the piss out of Stumpy, but I'm fucking not. 20 years to, you know, see the highs and lows of that club. I mean, some seasons, they were just absolutely kicked to the curb. And some seasons, they were a contender, man. Yeah, it is. It sucks our car industry's gone. But our car industry will probably make way for other initiatives. Electric car industry in Australia, submarine, hopefully world-class submarines. I really hope that the people who have in power, who have decided that Australia is a great place to make military grade utilities. I hope that that's a booming business for Australia, and that they take it seriously. It is an unstable world, guys. There's no getting out of that. And these little live chats may be as serendipitous as the last we know. I sincerely hope not. I think who would want to be in history responsible for the annihilation of man? Far-fetched being from a Disney storyline or a Marvel comic storyline. Who in history wants to be responsible for the annihilation? And listening to the elder statesmen that I follow in Alabama, in Coleman County, Alabama, who lived, born just before World War started and matured to, a young fella in the end of the war, seeing his other elderly brothers come back from the war would have been quite traumatic for the young old Mac. Yeah, Russians hard. I'm sorry that I'm just talking and letting the chat just talk amongst itself. However, it it's sort of time for a bit of a world cleansing in a way. And I understand the culling aspect of war. Um, Hopefully, we leave something behind and we do good with our time here on Earth, even in Mokhtar, Moscow, as QC has pointed out. I absolutely adore Russian music. There's some Russian music that I absolutely adore. So as long as that conversation translates to I love Otovoya, which is a folk group out of St. Petersburg, then they are welcome to speak their Babaduka. Look at that, the Babaduka, Bubaduka. I love the handles of some people. You just don't know in a live chat who the hell in the world comes in to hang out with his old crusty freak biker in his shed in fucking Perth, Western Australia. Absolutely. Oh, hell yeah. Russia heard bass slaps. Boom. There you go. They've got a really good group in Russia called Ottova Ya. I wish I could pronounce them or direct the chat to go and check them out. But I'm not gonna defend you on that one, OC. I'm just gonna let it go. But you know what? I am gonna fucking highlight it. Fucking oath, I'll highlight it. There you go. Fucking hell. Was it 12 hours a session? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, cricket. What an endurance in 5 days of television watching. Oh, boy. And what was his name? Greg Chappell's in for 4 of them. He just couldn't get out, Greg Chappell. It is batting heyday, of course. He just couldn't get out. Stumpy. Michael Slater. Well, yeah. Michael Slater. That would have been great. Okay, guys, I have to go to the bar. We can't not, go refresh your drinks, repack your pipe for part 2 of Dave's Live. I mean, we're not quite at an hour yet, but I'll I've got to keep that. I've got to keep that fucking message pinned, guys. I'm so sorry, Stumpy. Yeah. Look, if we want to get into it, you can't beat Clive Lloyd and Joel Garner, the big bird. But really, I mean, you want to talk about cricket, it's that Dennis Lilly. He's running up to bowl his Catholic cross is swinging on his gold chain, as he's rolling up to fucking hit, and he comes over and bang, it goes down at fucking 200 miles an hour, and there he is. Fucking Clive Lloyd's belting him out of the whacker, and poor old Dennis Lilly, he's just going to shake his head and go, what the fuck, how can I get this black fella out, They were the days, the world-class cricket great days of the late 70s and early 80s, the World Series cricket. And then poor old Kim Hughes, the pressure was just too much for poor old Kim Hughes, and he just couldn't do it, and he broke down. And then, now And not only for poor Kim Hughes breaking down like that, he was tortured by the public. But now Michael Clark breaks down, and Stephen Smith break down because they obviously tampered the ball, and all is forgiven. Poor old Kim Hughes, fucking the pressure on him. But anyway, so that's about all I'll say. G'day, Maddie, about cricket. But for the rest of the chat, OC's comment stands. Cricket is as boring as batshit. That's not fair, Stumpy. I'm sorry to single you out, mate. But we did used to love the summer of cricket, I mean, I still love it. Yes. Okay, so you have to go to the bar and think about Fremantle Dockers' first grand final win. Dream it and let me know if it comes true. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? Wonderful in Fremantle. Fremantle is such a good town. My God, if their football team won, what would that do for Fremantle? Boy, oh boy, you have such a loyal supporter army, Fremantle Dockers. It's about the coaching. It's about the players' resolve. What are they hungry enough? My wishes and my wills for them to win the 2025 Premiership Cup is on them. I mean, I think it's rude of you, Stumpy, to ask me. I can't. Because I don't want to let anyone my chat down. Shane Rich. Those were the days. They were, mate, but then so is Roy and H.G. Nelson. They are great for the commentators on sport. Okay, I didn't think we'd be talking about sport because I am not a sport man. I like talking about medical cannabis and going to the bar. Please, guys, talk amongst yourselves. I hope you. Yes, I would always be muted. You muted your sound. I'm so sorry. Am I back again? There you go. That's a great name. Okay. Bodukia. Bodukia. I have no Badukia. Badukia. It's a great name. There you go. It's a great handle. There you go. Anyway.
Do you want dinner or are you drinking?
I'm drinking, love. See, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I was trying to get my viewers to look at the bikes, and I don't know how to do that. Maybe we do it this way. With the old the voice, eh? The voice. Crunch the screen. There you go. All right, I'll be back. Going to the bar, guys. I'm going to the. Oh man, got to turn the light on. Let's get the studio happening. Right, so got to go to the bar, guys. I will be back. Talk amongst yourselves just for a few minutes. Yes. There's another, YouTuber just telling me that he's just made content. But look, we're doing it here. We haven't quite reached the hour yet, but in an hour, it'll be the second hour. The second hour of Dave's Marathon Live. Blah 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 blah. Can you all say that? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. We can write that down. Blah 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 blah. Well, when you're ready, you go upstairs, you come and see me in the garage. I've got something there for you. In the garage, I tell you, in the garage. Okay, guys, I have returned. I have returned. I'm here right now. I've returned and I'm here right now. Thanks for coming, everybody. Okay, something's happening with my phone. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's going on with my phone? Okay, probably. There you go. I didn't do that to that person. Who the fuck gave that? Okay. Whoa. Someone's in here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's crazy, guys. Did someone silence I see? Really? Poor OC. He's such a good dude. He got totally removed. Wow. Who would have thought, eh? There you go. You just don't know, do you? Anyway, OC knows where to go. He's, you're not a mod, Badika. I don't know how that happened. So I've only just met you. I've known OC for a lot longer than you. So there you go, Poltergeist. Yeah, someone in the chat. Someone's in the chat anyway. Someone's got hold of my phone, so we might have to. You're being hacked. Yeah, I guess I am. Okay. Well, hack me all you want. I got nothing to want. Because when the chat's over, it doesn't work. Someone's just got a bit of control in the chat. Okay. So OC's a really good dude, and Slim and Badika had mods for a minute or two. There you go. There, bang. Someone is in my house. Someone round the mouse. Oh, okay. I'm home alone. You were out bored. Yeah. I don't know how to get this camera right, guys. So let's do our best to get the camera right. Okay. So what was going on? OC was in the chat and then removed, by someone. So that's not on. I hope you can still hear OC. It wasn't me. That's not my sort of class. I'm not that fucking bad a dude. But someone in this environment likes taking over a dumb person who has no clue of technology. And that's me. I have no clue. I have no clue about who I give moderators to and who doesn't get them and who keeps asking and pestering for them. Who is pestering me? Anyway, there you go. With great power comes great responsibility. Stumpy. I've chosen not to have dinner yet, Stump. I am having a few more drinks and enjoying there you go, butter chicken. Must have butter chicken. Must try butter chicken. Look, if I'm gonna have Indian, it's gonna be a fucking goat curry. With goat. It's gotta be goat. There's something about goat and me. I will eat goat until the dying day. How the fuck? Yep, okay. It doesn't even come up. I don't know how to do that. That's actually above my pay grade. Poor old OC, you got blocked, you got timed out. Must have been a crazy conversation. He must have said something pertinent, did he? Identifying the strong shit on a shingle. Russian water. I have no idea where the chat's going, and I like that. I do like that because I'm sort of doing my own thing too. I'm just making a dart and going to make another mix up for the cannabis pipe, and we're all gonna fucking have a crack. How you going there? How you going there, Russia? Vodka. And you know, there's nothing better than actually a Russian summer. I think a Russian summer has the potential to be the prettiest in the world. Russia is actually a beautiful country, and yes, Russia is also a terribly poor country for some of its people, but not for everybody. Russia has issues. Australia has issues. America has issues. But a Russian summer on a farm with good people in and out of the saunas and old mother there harvesting the garlic, and it's just beautiful. A Russian life is yep, no worries, mate. Russian life is, I think, oh, come on, Slim. We're a positive bunch here. G'day, Mighty CDG. I'm all right. I'm okay. A bit worried about my friend OC. Actually, he got timed out unnecessarily, and I'm not so happy about that. So I'd love the chat to tell me what actually happened while I was away in the bar. Someone got hold of my phone and started doing something on my phone, trying to take it over. Now I've got control. They've gone. I don't know who Bod is. I can't see Bod in the chat at all. So we're only going to focus on the top messages. Okay, Bod as in Bob. Okay, you've been, yep, got it now, done, got done. Nothing obvious from our end. Okay. Just the OC was in here and he's not anymore. He was murdered in the chat. Murdered, I say. And it was unfortunate that he had to go. But someone took him out. And it wasn't me. Is that what Rod's email could have been about? It was weird. Okay, this is cool, right. Here we go. Okay. It was weird, Dave. OC was deleted and Slim and Baduka had mod status for a brief moment. There you go. The Russian connection. The mafia. Alive and well on Dave's channel. Yep, it is weird. That's why I'm saying something. Ha 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 ha. American Outlaw might not be the best place here tonight. I think we've got a few issues. I appreciate your visit. Does that make sense? I love you, brother. Might not be the place in here tonight. We've got some funny folks. Yeah, we've got some funny folks. Roger that. I love you, brother. Outlaw's cool, man. Outlaw's really cool. And the people that know Outlaw would appreciate why that there's a little bit of confusion in Dave's channel. But I like hanging in Dave's channel. And I don't mind kicking out good people. I doubt you'd know who he is. But if that's true, I'm more inclined to ask again, Baduka, how did you possibly get modded? Was it... Slim, how did you possibly get modded? Can you answer those questions? You've got only a few minutes. Okay. No response. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Oh, Jeff, it's crazy. Now, hold on a minute. Jeff, are you here? Okay. Kicked him out. I don't know what was going on, but I hope that was the best. There you go. Yeah, brother. Cool, man. Hey, thanks for coming in, Jeff. Got some crazy things happening into I'll pin your statement so I don't forget you and I can come back to you. Another crazy phone takeover. But I think we got rid of them. Have I been to England? Yes, in 1977. And I can still remember, here we are in 2024, I can still remember Luton quite clearly. And unfortunately, I can't forget Birmingham either. Brummy. Fucking hated it. Good morning, good evening, Jeff Satella. What was I going to ask you? Jeff, is it possible for the same wheel I have, and so it's quite a fat wheel on the Softail Slim, I'll just remind you. Yep, I did pass it by. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I'm going to go on. I certainly didn't make them moderators. How they got that power is beyond me. But everybody else in the chat seemed pretty cool. Even Arthur. Arthur's being pretty cool. And I wanted to address Mighty CDG's question, because that's what we do here on Dave's channel. The chat is as important as me having a bit of a story. But I know that you just want to sit there and listen and and get on the piss with old mate Dave. Hey, but I was just asking Jeff about the possibility of putting the Springer front end on the Softail Slim, but not changing the wheels and the wheel sizes. So that's just something I have to look into. You know, when you put a Springer front end, do you have to have that thin front wheel? Okay, fucking hell, that's expensive. Oh, man, look, you know, Mighty, put it this way, I was looking at airfares today. There you go. That answers your questions. I'll have a ball over there. And I've also been told by a few people, says, Dave, you won't need a bike. There's fucking bikes everywhere here for you, mate. Just get yourself over here. So, yes, that's all we wanted to know. Yep. Thanks, Jeff, because then that just also cements that it's something achievable, and definitely it's going to happen soon, I think. But like you say, I'll ring you. A skinnier front wheel would actually look really. Oh well, no, I don't believe so. I'm all about the fat front end. Yeah, okay, we can. Well, there's a lathe here. There's a lathe in the corner, in the left-hand corner. There's a lathe. We can do that here, but you could probably just zip that up at work. You know, just during your smoko, sacrifice one smoko while I zip up the road and get the Baker's Hill pies. I still fucking do that. I'll just come into work and say, oh yeah, I'm just dropping the boys' lunch off. Go to the front desk and drop my resume with the fucking with a couple of pies. I can't fucking work. I just want to go and do that. Gecko. Oh yeah, right. But damn, now I get it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm glad you did that, Gecko, with your I'll do it in work time, mate. Gecko's really cool. Sorry, I forgot about that. You were a she. It's hard with channel names and handles to. I'm terrible at Meaty Frog End and Springer. Yeah, fuck yeah, I want the big fucking wheel, you know. Yeah, who's a she? Yeah, get it. I'm not 100% sure, Gecko, but yeah, fucking oath. Yeah, yep. And that's why you're there, you know. I'm glad I introduced you to old Matt Gecko and Motorborm and our American community. I think it's great. YouTube has definitely made the world smaller, and there's not really a lot bad you can do on YouTube. You can say a few nasty comments, but then that's about the end of it. But you can also get something great out of it by tuning in, sharing, and I think it's a good thing. Good morning, Robin from Canada. I wish I had a Canadian accent, or I could just say a Canadian joke, something straight out of Letterkenny or something. We do drink these beers, three, just good stuff. Good stuff. Fat Bobs are cool, man. They're a nice bike. And the older ones are really good too, I mean, if it wasn't for Arnold Schwarzenegger, grabbing that Fat Bob, that did amazing sales for that bike. Passerby, thanks. Do you want your status removed? You good? Okay. Yep, that was a fat boy in the Terminator 2, definitely. And he puts the shotgun there. It was pretty cool. Fucking hell. Did you see that, chat? I'll make you uncomfortable's comment. Well, I'd say -3 degrees would make you uncomfortable. So, yes, boy, oh boy. I hope the fire's burning and you've got lots of wood. You and Sandy are fine and warm at -3. Yes, it sounds uncomfortable. Oh, gosh, in Australia. I mean, look at what I'm wearing, for fuck's sake. A T-shirt and fucking just a cut. Fucking hell, mate. But I'm on the piss with you, Robin. And it's, oh, yeah, really cold. Yeah, it's cold. It's starting to get cold. Yep. Miller. And my man is snoring. Oh, there you go. Well, you haven't kicked him. You haven't kicked him, Chloe, so it's all good. It's all good. And if it's not too early in the morning, kick him out and get him to make you a nice breakfast in bed. There you go. As I always had to for my adoring, beautiful, beautiful partner. Yep, 20 degrees here in New Zealand. Okay, it's a little bit cold, but it's not too bad. I've heard New Zealand can get much colder than that, 20 degrees. Yes, they are for the XL three-wheeler that's over there on... Yeah, no worries, man. Ah, yeah, cool. Yeah, but only me. Don't show everybody. We won't be making a broadcast of those photos, Jeff. We won't be doing a live or anything. Christ. Yeah, no, it'd be good. Be good to see them. I'll come around soon, man. Come around soon. We'll have a bit of a yik yak about things and where I'm going. I'm changing my ideas a little bit. Might be snow outside. I'm scared to look. -3. It's a fair bet. Fucking hell. It's a fair bet, but yeah. It must limit you. Do you make models at this time now, Robin? Do you what's... Oh, I've got no plans for tomorrow. Planned for the night. My data's running out. So that's the end of it, guys. Until I get some more data on the phone. It's always good to have a live, but my data's going, so Hey, that's what happens. That's what happens. It doesn't last forever. But while it's there, I like getting some watch hours. I like getting some new subscribers. And this is a way I found to connect with some people. Guys, you're not far off. I'm probably 45 subscribers off from 1,000 subscribers. Now, that can be beneficial to me. And I, in turn, want to keep making content that's entertaining and keeping you guys watching. So that's what we're doing. We're just kicking back tonight. No, kicking back, not doing too much at all. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, mate. So what I'm doing with that Elite is, strangely enough, I am just letting it build up. It will be a little bit of a savings plan for me to draw on later on when we do things like building the new front end on the bike. There's going to be unexpected costs that come with doing a build, and I've got that money there. So Elite, it's very, very worthwhile cause, you know, that when I start drawing from that. But I don't quite have the ability to draw it yet. I've got to wait a little bit longer. I think it's 1,000 subscribers and we're only at 45 off. So YouTube is good and YouTube is bad. YouTube is limiting and YouTube is thriving all at the same time. But I just want to let it build up because it's a great thing, and the bike build is going to be expensive, and I want to get it done right. So people helping me to build the bike get, you know, a little bit of a mention in the build as well. You know, there's a record of who's donated and who's supported, and I can go through that record and make a whole damn series about it. You know, had it not been for this contribution to the channel, I couldn't have done X, Y, Z. So a big shout out to these sorts of people who've, I mean, someone donated $300 US the other day, and they are going to be, you know, there's going to be a whole show about that, where that $300 is taken to the bike shop. It's something's done for the betterment of the bike. So then we go for another ride. We do, you know, that's mad, absolutely mad. It's all of this is not lost on me. But I will say this, that at the moment, this is the only source of income that I have. So I am humbled, and I think it's a good thing. Yeah, no, don't worry. You stay where you are, passerby. Have a great night. You stay where you are. That's all I can say. I'm just a bit upset about OC being evicted, not at my...
Please, just a taste.
Oh, look at that. Hey, this will be lovely. So this is feta cheese. We've got Spanish onion, chicken, and we've got pesto sauce.
Red onion, parmesan.
Red under, the parmesan, not enough.
Lemon. Yeah, I know you can put some more on up at the end, but I did put it in there.
Oh, we're so lucky here, you know, in the West Australia, to eat so well. And I hope you're all salivating.
Yeah, well, I want some dough, that's why.
No, I don't want
Don't you like that? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, nice, baby.
That's a pleasure.
Thank you, baby.
It's the only thing that, it's the only strain that works with this
Yeah, no,
poor, tireless carer.
I'll smoke half of that and then it'll give me the munchies.
So, this poor carer who every day battles with a unyielding,
David, thank you.
unloving cerebral palsy demanding child. No, that's not true. She's all that. But caring for a mate. 2-4. Hey. Anyway, it was really good. Oh man, yeah. We look. $400 a fortnight, and I live like a king. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Where else am I going to get this? So it's a good deal. I'm with good people. And we're able to all get along. We all have our differences at times, and we all can fight and squabble just like everybody else, but respect is at the heart of it. And I've been here for a very long time, and I'm still welcomed, and that's pretty cool. Mind you, I am courteous. I own my mistakes too. I definitely own my mistakes. If I generally fuck up, then I do my utmost to fix it and get it right. So the ship is sailing along. Yeah, okay, being married again. I'm sorry that you found your marriage not to be a union of togetherness, but a deep, dark black hole. If I was lucky enough to get married, if some woman would take me, I guess I would be a different man. But I'm not married. But being married and having a partner, I'm sure is no walk in the park. But it could be. It could be a lovely walk in the park, a stroll as the autumn leaves fall, of golds and yellows, reds and browns, as you both walk through your relationship, kicking the leaves out of the way. Maybe, it's give and take. I get it. I don't know, 2-4. I have got no idea how to do that. For 31 years, man, I've been living just with me bikes and on the side of the road. It's got its romanticism, but it's also fucking lonely at times. And having a good wife and having someone that you can talk to and understands you, that's gold, man. That's gold. And that is gold. I reckon that is gold, to have someone like that by your side and you're by their side. Something that's pretty foreign to me, because it didn't really, present itself. It presented itself once, and I got fucking scared out of my bejesus, really, at the level of hate that can be turned around so easily as the level of love. And it was mad. And it scared me the fuck away. So I got more into bikes and more into being a nomad on the road, I guess, than focusing on, being a Stepford father. Is that You know, being a Stepford husband, I was never ever going to be the Stepford husband. I'm not saying that all you men with wives are Stepford husbands at all. I think anyone on Dave's channel is far from a Stepford husband. Um, I mean, you're here just by default. Here by default, it makes you cool for some reason. I got no idea. But squares don't get me, and I don't get them. But my sisters all married squares, and they've all got very nice homes. Lots of kids, and their fridges are always packed. Yeah, no, it's funny. It wasn't the road that I wanted to go down. Marriage, it can hurt too much, and yeah, that's not for me. So for the men that did go out and it's all right, Elite. They don't need to. They get me to old Shaz's place, and she can cook and clean for me for one night. The bikes are all right. They've got their charm. They don't need to slave over a stove and, put on an apron and do the dishes. I'll do that quite happily. That's fine. I don't know, the thrill is gone when you're married, isn't it? The thrill of the chase. But it was never one for me. It was not a thing that I could get behind, the whole concept of marriage. But anyway, we've had a few people come and go. We've had some interesting people. I've had to remove a few people, nefarious actions all over my live chat and hacking my phone and so forth and so much. But it was quite weird. Anyway, but that's what happens when you give people mods, and I mean, I personally want to take them all away, but I need a hand sometimes, guys. The internet is it's not the safest place in the world. There you go. But it's still pretty cool. It's good here now. Some good people in the chat. If you can see me, it wasn't Passerby, it was Paducah. No, it wasn't Passerby, yeah, I know. And she's gone, man. Yeah, that was a pretty nasty Russian sort of horrible person who wanted to come into Australia and spy and do whatever the fuck they want to do. But anyway, they're out. Okay, there you go. So now I'm confident to call you a sincerest gent, Monsieur Gecko, the barking gecko. Yes. What do you do? What do you do when your wife runs off to the doofus? Maybe the doofus is, easily wrapped around her finger than you were. Perhaps you don't suffer fools as easily. It's a big commitment, guys, to love a person so much that one you share your life with them. It's a big thing. Oh, okay. Righto. Look, I have no idea of how to unblock somebody. Please walk me through the steps. I see too. Okay, got it. Man, that was pretty strange anyway, the whole thing, you know. That was pretty strange, I see. Not cool at all. But then, you know, that's what it is. Righteous people get, yeah. So, yeah, the moderation thing's a bit of an issue, and it's powerful. It's all good. No, not at all. Not at all. At all. Not at all. You know, I'm sorry you've had to have another handle. I just don't know how in the world community moderation. On. Okay, so everybody's got the communications. Let me just see what other things that I can do here in the power of my chat. Not a great deal. Highlight to save your channel. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, you don't want to filter. So we get out of that. We'll go that filter there with no filter. Microphone, and then there's a different camera angle. I have no idea how to unblock you. My level of technology is F minus. I tried a few things, but I'm not that good at computers. Yeah, I have NNFI. No fucking idea. Yep. Sorry, mate. You're just a guy like me. You're 1 or 2 years older, but you know, you're a guy like me, and you don't need this shit, because I can't really identify you until now, and you've been in the chat for a little while. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But anyway, there you go. To unblock somebody from a live stream, you need to go into your Google account, there, YouTube videos that explains what's to do. Yep, okay. I'll get onto it, OC, and I'll have a bit of a look at who's been blocked and who hasn't. But I have blocked a few people myself, and they'll just get deleted. But anyway, I know who you are, man. Yeah, you'll be on your OC handle. Yeah. And I'll know who you are anyway. I know who you are. So, you know, let's just carry on. Carry on for another half an hour, and then that's 2 hours. I don't think I'm going to do a 5-hour marathon, old Mac, trying to beat the record. I mean, I'll let him have that. My eye's too sore anyway, and I don't know how to do this. Maybe salt water wash or fucking something, but it's annoying the shit out of me. It is absolutely annoying the crap out of me, this eye of mine. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. It's all good. We'll make another mix. It's that time of the evening. It's that time of the evening. It's been great to have a bit of a. It's been great to have a little bit of a fun on here. Okay, well, you know, what prompts you, Gene Gain? Is it Gain? Shillis. What prompts you to come onto someone's channel and be the way you were? Yeah, no worries, mate. Hopefully see you boys in the next live. Yeah, no worries, mate. And yeah, what can I say, mate? This is a crazy world on Dave's channel. But okay, you've got my big thumbs up. If there was somewhere here I could do it, but there's not. A big thumbs up. There you go. That's from Dave's channel, including all his horrible cancer on his fucking back of his hand. Hey, well, 2-4. 2-4. Canadian cannabis for 2-4. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. So I have, and that is worthy, most worthy of halting the proceedings. And let's talk about 2-4. And you know what? 2-4, you get the pinned message. Is there any other higher accolade than the pinned message? And just ask Tony. Tony, we have had the most wildest ride, as it always is on Dave's channel. Oh yeah, brother, you mean fucking the world to me. So glad I met you. So glad I've seen your bike. So glad I have a destination to ride to in Nova Scotia. That's all I know. I mean, I know I can sit with you and we can plan a trip down to Old Max for the weekend and just hang out and just listen to that man tell us where the armory is so we can go and shoot in the fucking rifle range. It just be so much fun. While Angelique is making food for us and just making us feel comfortable because she has some younger people in the house. And she'd be so happy just to talk normally instead of hanging out with the old coot. We love old Mac. We fucking love him to bits. We're so lucky to know him and have him in our lives. And if you're a viewer of Dave's channel and you've come into some of the lives, yeah, good man, Tony. It's been fucking crazy, absolutely crazy. I went away for a bit to go to the bar. I had to go to the bar, you know. I mean, Dave's channel, we're allowed to have a bar at Dave's channel. So I went to the bar and I came back and the phone is going off its head. And, mate, so I don't know if I really want to, you really were quite trollish. Don't know if I really want to engage in a conversation with you, mate, when I'm talking to 2-4. In fact, mate, fuck off altogether. See ya. 2-4. It's your time now, another year older. And, we're not wiser. When sometimes as a bloke myself, when what can I say? What a crazy fucking chat it's been tonight. Again, I don't even know. I think the trolls are getting smarter. They want to keep, they back off for a bit and they come back in force and, oh, fucking hell. Yep. So, I made it another fucking year today. 2-4, a merry and blessed happy birthday to you, my dearest brother from another mother. Everybody who doesn't know 2-4, 2-4 has a really nice street glide that there's a running joke between him and Buck Brown about bikes, and it's a very enjoyable conversation. And they both are just dear people, dear wonderful human beings. And I am the richer for knowing them. Definitely the richer for knowing them. So I am going to have a little bit of a celebratory vape to acknowledge that it's 2-4's birthday, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Happy birthday, this is my birthday candle. It's electric, but it's all right. So when it turns green, it's your birthday. You can cry if you want to, it's your birthday. You can cry if you want to, it's your birthday. But I suspected you get stoned, pissed, and have a good time. Happy birthday, 2-4. Pathetic trolling. Yeah, I know. Get it. Sorry I didn't read his comments, but very much happy birthday. G'day, Dreamy Smokes. How you going, mate? We just had a quick little puff for 2-4's. Yeah, that's it. I'm glad. So it's still warm enough to be able to go for a bit of a blat on the bike. Rock on, be safe, ride safe, enjoy your day, 2-4. Birthday drinks for our good friend 2-4. Keep those wheels turning, mate. Oh, Dreamy Smokes, pretty much same old. You know, Ear in the dungeon, battling the trolls, trying to make me feel uncomfortable, but, you know, they got in, they were pretty good. I mean, diddling around with my phone and making themselves moderators, that's been, I don't know how they did that, but anyway, they were pretty good. So I got to remember that I'm the one in control. I'm the host, and I do the deciding who yeah, enjoy your ride, 2-4, man. Oh, Gene, God, you're back again, mate. You're oh, just yeah, that's what I'll do. Can't do it. It's not misinformation. You don't promote terrorism. What do you do? It's just unwanted. There you go. Sorry about that. The phone went bang. The phone went bang. The phone went bang. The phone went bang. Yeah, he's good. I'll give him that. There you go. See ya. Some people, Dreamy Smokes. Oh, the Bel Air menthol cigarette. There you go, from 1990s. I mean, that's class. I do remember here in Australia, we had a cigarette, and it was elongated and long. It was called Moore, and it came in crush packs. And it's what you don't see much anymore. You hardly ever actually in Australia see the old Peter Stuyvesant crush pack. Or who was the other? Kent. Kent was another one that had the crush pack. And I've got some crazy things that are going on in the chat, and I'm trying desperately not to. I wish I could just channel activity. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm the author of this. I really just want to just see what's going on here. Dave's channel is live. Cool cigarettes. Tony, no worries. See ya. Keep those wheels turning, mate. Let's do this. Elite. Oh, Oh God, I saved the phone. There you go. Save the phone from impending peril. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Yeah, so the that's them. They were a long elongated cigarette, and oh God, they had the longest filter, but I think they were essentially the size of a cigarette. I think the filter was long and they were a lot slimmer. And I think they had the brown cigarette paper to denote a cigar or something like that instead of smoking a cigarette. But if you smoked the Moore cigarette, you had class, man. Ah, yeah. Well, the old Marlboro, and again, Marlboro came in a crush pack. I remember Marlboro cigarettes being in a crush pack. There you go. So I've had some interesting people come into the chat tonight this evening, and it hasn't been, yeah, they haven't been received all that well. Yeah, no worries, Robin. See you later, brother. I'll just, keep Australia on, this end, and oh, God, how the fuck did you get back? Anyway, doesn't matter. He's here. Just let him go. I have no idea how he's very clever. Passerby, he's absolutely clever as. I got no idea. Got no idea. Interesting is a diplomatic way to put it. Yep. Thank you, Gecko. For fucking hell. Frustrating, angry. The vile speaker, now the absolute erudite of comments. Disappointing. Oh, okay, yeah, bots, yeah, right. Well, and I guess those bots don't register as, yep, cool, mate. That's it. That's what we'll do, passerby. I don't believe those bots count as views either, which is sad, because poor old Dave's channel's struggling to get all the views it can, but it can't get the views because we got people like Bot Boy. Butt boy, he's a butt boy. No, disappointing turtle. I'm with you there, mate. I'm not going to let him disappoint my night. I'm going to sing butt boy. He's just a butt boy. He's got a butt boy. I know they get a rise, yeah, and they do because, here I am actually having a crack at battling the PTSD that comes from being lonely, and that's what I can expect. So thank you, disappointing turtle. Thank you. I think something's happening with the channel. I think it is doing something. The other night we managed to connect a guy who was homeless into accommodation and work. So Dave's channel is all about social justice. And then when I see that, I mean, I just click into another gear, man. And I really, Dave's channel's about being a community for the empowerment and betterment of us. It's not a demon's row. It's not. Yeah. So he got into the house with the Greek plumber, and the Greek plumber's also got work for him, and he's just eternally grateful, I think, because he has come on here a few times and just been really happy to be in Dave's channel. And I think it's awesome, So the power of connecting, and it's mad, We could all be negative and be like someone like Gain Silas. You know, we could all be like him and, you know, eat Pop-Tarts in our mother's basement and, you know, play on a computer. But I try not to be. I'm not really playing too much on a computer. I'm not very good on them, but I've got an idea where I can film and chit chat, and it's not a bad thing. There are far worse ways to spend your time just sitting in front of a TV being. So this way, I've actually got to think. It's crazy, man. But I can sit here and have a drink and a bit of a vape with yous, and you know, okay, it's not for everybody, but you know, for some people it is, and for some people it's yeah, like you said, disappointing turtle. It's amazing. Yep, underbelly. Everything's got an underbelly. I know that. I do know that. But doing you know, thank you, disappointing turtle. It's a murky waters that I'm traversing, trying to put yourself out there in the world and make an online community. There's some definite murky waters, but saying that, there's some beautiful waves to ride too, man. The waves of friendships that I've discovered, and where that takes me on a perfect wave um, is fills my heart, you know, fills my heart to talk to the right people, and that makes everything not so horrible. Walking through the murky waters, I don't mind walking through the murky waters, because something something is good. It's happening. Well, I don't know. It's happening. It's a really good. It's a really good thing connecting with people like 2-4, who's celebrating his birthday today, up there in Nova Scotia in Canada. And the everyday connections with these people, because I do YouTubing quite a lot. It's a great little online community, and it does go some way to yeah, ebb and flowing the feeling that you're lonely, and yeah, it's pretty crazy knowing that I've got, you know, a guy I've met online who has my back in an international arena, isn't lost on me at all, not for a minute. It's to be held in resplendor. May your chalice, passerby, always be full and overflowing. May your chalice be held high, and your online activity commended. And I appreciate everything that the people here. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Tony. Yeah, passerby, just boom. That's true, Tony. You don't walk around with your head held high. Look down and you will see the people that need your help. what a position to be in, to be able to help people. Jeez, fucking pressure's on. You know, there is a bit of a saying, you know, those that help themselves receive the help that they need. But to say that, you know, when somebody is, yeah, I know, Dale, I know. Next comment, please. Yeah, money helps, man. It's all good. Money helps you do things. That's for sure. Really glad that the Hyderabad, really glad that the Hyderabad call scammers didn't get a cent from me, but they did get lots of time on the phone with me. That was really good. G'day, Jimmy. How you doing? The meek shall inherit the earth. Would you happen to be a Rush fan? And that's a line, I know it's out of the Bible, but more commonly it was used in 2112 Rush. Dun, dun, 2112. Dun, 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 dun. Pay someone's groceries. Who's in need? I've done that before, Tony. So this is worth pinning. So this blackfella family were filling up to go to take one of their relatives for dialysis at the hospital, and it was 600 plus kilometers away. They didn't have any money for food, and they only had a patient and something transfer scheme money, PATS they call it, and they could use that PATS money to buy food as well. So I bought their fuel, and I said, don't worry about that, I got your fuel, mate. And sent the black fella away to go and buy some food for the starving kids in the back of the car. And, you know, it was not about feeling good. It was just, I was in a position to do it that day, and I was happy to do it. It was a good thing to do, man. I was lucky in a blackfella town. There would be funerals from different families, and the families would squabble, and there'd be fucking windows smashed in houses and everything. They never touched my house. Not once. They never dared. But anyway, we were in the chat talking about the mighty Canadian band Rush, and namely a line from the wonderful side one of 2112, and the meek shall inherit the earth. And then Alex and Getty get into a wonderful bass and guitar with the professor just doing all the toms. And yes, please do, Jimmy. And the meek shall inherit the earth. I absolutely love Rush. Wonderful music, and a wonderful album. My good friend, that was the sort of first introduction into Rush. It wasn't Tom Sawyer, and it wasn't Caressing Steel or Caress of Steel. It was 2112. I just finished reading a couple of sword and sorcery books. I was there, you know. I got the imagination. I got the whole idea of the story. A wonderful album. Fox on the Run. How could you not forget Fox on the Run? It was those haircuts, Tony. I wanted so desperately to have the Sweets haircuts with that, you know, they were long hair and they were respected. But no chance in our family as young boys. It was short back and sides and off to church. No, there was no room for the sweet haircuts in in our family. Oh my God, I love that song. Fox on the run. Well, I'm sure it is. Yeah, well, that's that the haircut. Mm. It's back in fashion now. Fucking oath. Everyone's got it. You know the the distinguished gentleman look is also back in fashion. You know, when you if you look like a dapper gent. Pissed peacocks. Yeah, I know. The glam rockers. The bowl cut. Yeah, I know. The bowl cut is what we had, brother. Fucking oath. Yeah, the bowl cut. Oh boy. And it was always cut with those shears. Yes, I know. There's a lot of people that don't have it. Don't worry. Jesus hair. Yep. Anyway, crazy stuff. Yeah, I know. It's so true. Um, you would probably love Hawkwind as well, Jimmy. I'm sure if you love Rush. Hawkwind is another true favourite of mine. Early Hawkwind. I just I can happily put on Warrior at the Edge of Time and just meditate. Loony shrooms. I fucking dig your comments, man. But please, not on Mac's channel. No, we're all like we're on our best behaviour when we go over to Max. You know that, don't you? Um, dun da 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 da. Da, 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 da. He told me leave her. Bam, 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 bam. The organ's going, you know, and there's nothing like a Uriah Heep riff. Passerby. There's nothing that is more soothing um, than a Uriah Heep riff. Oh, fucking Uriah Heep. Good stuff. Yeah. You don't know music. You know, music today. It's funny, but one dude that does get it is Old Mac, and he's was telling us how he saw the evolution of music, and it was dictated to by the world changing. The world became more accepting, and oh man, metal can trace its roots from Uriah Heep, definitely. Um, we all loved it. What was the song I was singing? Was it Gypsy? I think it was Gypsy. I also love Sunrise. Um, dun, 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 I love Rain. Um, just great songs. Uriah Heep, beautiful band. It's not always Free Me. But then you go to a pub and put Free Me on the jukebox and see what reaction people get. And it's a party. Oh, Elite. Go on. You're pretty cluey on the fucking computer, Elite. Look up Uriah Heep and listen to Rain. There you go. Lady in Black. Actually, I cancel that, Elite. Look up Lady in Black or Gypsy. And if you must like keyboards. Keyboards, they're a really, you got to love keyboards. And I love keyboards in rock and roll or prog rock more than anything. Yeah, no, have a look at Uriah Heep. I'm glad I passed that information on to a young fella. Because if you don't know who Uriah Heep is, Wizards and Demons. Yeah, fucking oath. Or was it Demons and Wizards? I thought it was Wizards and Demons. But then The Magician's Birthday, another good one. Just even ABBA got us. It did too, Tony. It did. With ABBA, I have quite a fondness for Benny's synthesizer work on SOS. I love that use of the keyboards on that song. I even doubt it was Benny, but I know that ABBA had a lot of good session musicians that made their music, and SOS was a great song. Okay, yeah, right, you're right, heaps. You've heard the name, but not their music. Their music is so much better than their name. And, you know, Uriah Heep is actually a character from Oliver Twist, I believe, is where it came from. Opera and the Tool. Opeth and the Tool. I don't know them. I should look them up, Looney Shrooms. Oh, yeah, man. Guns N' Roses, Pantera. And then they became a little bit more, the grunge came in, and it was Mudhoney, and then I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Yeah, I know. Poor old Meatloaf. But he's done all right, Meatloaf. He's done all right out of the music industry. Metallica were a great band. You know, when and Metallica really remind me of the Newcastle band Silverchair. Uriah Heep is from David Copperfield. There you go. I'm pretty sure, though, it was first mentioned by the author of Oliver Twist, which would be Charles Dickens. But the chat can always correct me because I'm not a linguistics professor. 311. Do I know 311? There's a slight bell ringing. I've seen that before. 311. But I'm not sure. Jimmy, I'm not 100% sure about 311. But I am sure that I need to go to the bar fridge again. And that's when all this crazy stuff happens on my phone. So, okay, you're a writer. There you go. Disappointing turtle. I've attempted a few things in verse myself, but I don't know if I'm any good at it. I've had some stuff published in papers and things like that. Red Gum. Yes. If people don't know, there's no point telling you about him, Dave. Oh, Red Gum is great. And his ochre Australian voice. I mean, chat, if you're from, actually, I'm wondering too, for if you would like Red Gum. So the message above you, and we all I love Black Sabbath 2-4, but if you've got nothing else today, have a quick listen to Red Gum. That should be an easy Google search for you. Oh, I was actually thinking about when Red Gum did the song about the airport at Coolangatta and going to Bali. I've been to Bali too, because that's really overlooked, because Red Gum has always been known for the anti-Vietnam song. Joshua's here. Yeah. Good, mate. Good that you're here, Josh. And don't worry, the chat, was Hawkwind laced a little bit. We talked a little bit about Hawkwind, but we're just talking about the Australian band now, Red Gum, and what my relationship is to Red Gum and the song Only 19. I think every Australian who's donned the khaki green uniform for the military service knows the band. Mum, Dad, and Denny. Yep, that's it. Looney Shrooms, you know it. Mum, Dad, and Denny. But it's how you say it in that accent of Australian, To the world, he was making an anthem, about the Australian soldier. And I can tell you, the Australian soldier, mate, is definitely feared in the world. He's a well-trained killing machine, that's for sure. They love the SAS in fucking fields of war, that's for sure. They're doing stuff we don't, no clue about. And we're glad for it. What's happening in Northern Australia is pretty crazy. It's not compulsory, and nor should it be, because you're going to attract the wrong people, and we need the emu bombs. I don't miss the emu bombs. Oh, you fucker! Why did you bring that up? Why did you bring that up, brother? Oh God, I was happy. I was happy in the chat till I was reminded of the emu bombs. Fucking emu bombs. And if you don't know, you don't know, and we'll just leave it at that. I think in the chat, Looney Streams. But thank you, fucking emu bombs. That was almost. It was definitely a punishment if you had made your bed incorrectly or you got your uniform slightly not hanging right in the locker. It was emu bob for you. They were ruthless when I was in the military, and they needed to be. It made for a better soldier, I think. What's happening? Oh, the chat's going from so many different topics. Disappointing turtle that it's great. Black Label Society. I don't know of those T4, but the name does ring a bell. Black Label Society as a heavy rock band. G'day, Andre. I know it's Adri Judes. I have been all right, actually. I've had a ride on the bike today, so that's always good. I've got a terrible problem with my left-hand eye, but Zach Wild's band and the chat just, is frenetic at times, and I am interested in keeping up with steaks and bread. Turtle, join us. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Steal some bread and join us. Yeah, Turtle's English. Yeah, steal a loaf of bread and come over as a convict. Fucking oath. It's funny you say that, Looney, because I met this English family in Fremantle, and they had to go back to England. And I said, "Buddy, what are you doing?" "Hey, good morning, Motor. What are you doing? Go to that bloody shop over there and steal a loaf of bread, and you can stay here as a convict." It was a bit of a sort of tongue-in-cheek joke, but they got it. They found it. They found the funny side of it, which was what the point was, I guess. Very cool, anyway. So, Motor, very good. Motor, there's been some developments in the chat where people can just overtake. Pretty crazy. Anyway, another discussion for the duct tape community to talk about. The perils of doing lives, where we all discuss our week's adventures and report back to a wider group about keeping ourselves safe online and doing and moving forward in the right direction. But I will say this, how lucky you were to be interviewed on your bike. I watched watched and commented and subscribed now to a new YouTuber. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool dude. He has a very upbeat way in his channel, and it's not boring. It's not dead air. It's very entertaining and engaging with the viewer. So he's a man to watch out for. It doesn't matter about. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what the message was. It was probably horrible. But we're used to that on Dave's channel. We're like, we take it all here. It's all good. It's all good, mate. Double click. Oh, right. Okay. Did you delete your own bloody message? Oh, you silly bugger. Because, everything that's written down by, loony shrooms, it's written in the stone tablets. This is the stone tablets, guys. I take it everything. Yeah. It's been good, Motorborn. It's been a good little chat. I took the camera out on the bike and showed the viewers. I think Frogzilla was there. He could come for a bit of a ride with me. We met a veteran from the Australian Defence Force, and he's in a motorcycle club, and he got to talk about his club, the ridiculous way training is now in the Australian Army, and just a few little sort of things. We talked about his bike, and he was happy to get on the he was happy to get on the camera. But Motorborn, raise your cup of tea high. It's 2-4's birthday, and here at Dave's channel, we support 2-4 to the letter. 2-4 to you. Happy birthday. Many, 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 many more returns. Because I can tell you, chat, right now, 2-4 is one of the good guys. He is definitely one of the good guys. Passerby, he's one of the best guys. There you go. But he's not as good as 2-4. But, you can't compare with good people, can you? They're just good people. It's hard. Yeah, cheers, 2-4, man. Yeah, Aussie boy drinking Jack Daniels out of a can. Well, that's what we do here. You can drink it out of a bottle, but it's all good. I don't mind it all mixed up. Guys, look, please, if you could just talk amongst yourselves. Whoever gets timed out, it's not by me. There's someone else in my phone and on my own. And like I said, Dave's chat now is enter at own risk. What can happen to you in Dave's chat is beggars belief. But just ask QC. Absolute beggars belief. I will be back, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute. Oh. Okay, thanks, guys. Sorry for leaving you to your own devices. We're back again. Hello, everyone. There you go. Yep, good man. Oh, that's good that you guys just talking about yourselves and, just rocking on, hanging out in Dave's channel. It's been crazy, Motorborn. I don't know if you're still here, brother, but yeah, having things that you have no idea and no control over on your own phone, it's pretty frightening. When you have X amount of knowledge about this new formatting and giving people power. We've got a lot to learn because I experienced someone in the chat take away a valued member of the chat that was removed from the chat that I had no idea that I could do. It's mad. Yes, I know there's some normal people in you. It's good. Dave, by the way, the message was deleted. I see timed out by Dave's channel. It was it? So it was done by me. Okay. So I was obviously timing out someone else and I've hit OC by me. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. But the other two, Babuka and Slim, who that was pretty crazy. Greeting from Russia. Okay. How you going, Russia? We've had a little bit of trouble from Russia. So forgive me if I am on my guard. That's all I say from Russia at the moment. If you can write to me, you are a fan of Ottawa, yeah? If you can tell me that you're a fan of Ottawa, yeah, the folk band from St. Petersburg in Russia, then I will certainly. Oh, sorry, mate, I won't get you on.
I bet bloody mum's freaking nicked some tape out there.
Mum. Oh, for the kid. What do you need? Double-sided. Okay. What wasn't me anyway. I don't nick things here. Moisture. There you go. So it was interesting. I think Russia's great and they're welcome here. It's just I've had a few people being a little bit yeah, everything's cool. And you're welcome. You're welcome in the chat. I just wish my phone would frickin' behave. I wish my phone would frickin' behave. Oh, I really do, because I'm not very good at this, but we're doing the best we can. An errant droplet, perhaps. I like that. Now, did I get my drink? Oh, thank the Lord, I went to the bar and I'm back again, guys. So I went to the bar. Okay. I have no idea about northern hemisphere geopolitics and what's right and what's wrong, because I'm not watching too much news. But if we could just, Dreamy Smokes review. Oh, look, Russian people are amazing. And if it was a universal world, I want to do a summer in Russia. No, you're very good, Looney Shrooms. You're very, very good. Again, living up to your reputation and your name. Putting on the Ritz. Very funny. So I thought I'd highlight you there for a second. I know too much about. Okay, let's avoid it here. Then, thank you. So it must be refreshing for you passerby not to want to talk about geopolitics. So that's cool. I just thought that was a classic. Dreamy Smokes. I totally agree. You know, if we could all just grow a garden here, you know, in our world, and share our food and share our Sunday feasts and eat together and just get along, you know. God. I mean, it's hard for an Australian to see Middle Eastern culture and burqas and, you know, Arabs all in their dress still here in Australia. I feel betrayed a bit by seeing that. Does it make me sound like you know, a horrible Australian because I can't get my mind over the Australian dress will always be the Jackie Howe blue singlet, the Stubbies Blues football shorts, and the thongs. Now, get behind it. You know, wear it with pride. Fuck, I do, and look where it got me. Skin cancer, fuck, but that's beside the point. We still wore it knowing it was so detrimental to our health. Being an Australian in a hostile global world, we are very, very fortunate people. Oh, yeah, man, you thongy, you gronk. Or oh, fucking you gronk. Love it, Looney Shrooms. Love your humour. Fuck, you are so welcome here on Dave's channel. Just dig your bent. Very enjoyable. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and providing just a level of humour that goes beyond. Very, very funny. Or I'll thongy you gronk. And and the way they mean it, you know, like a gronk, to be called a gronk, it's an awful term for an Australian to call you a gronk. You know, if you're a gronk, you are at a higher echelon. Oh, whatever's funny that comes up in the chat, the humour here just is. Sometimes I just piss myself laughing. You know, let's all get along. Don't be a twat. Let's all get along. That's it, mate. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, Jude, it's hard to pronounce your first name unless I really look at it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's not here. Black Hugh, Eddie Murphy's great, you know. Fucking Germans. Yeah. Look, what's humor? Just it's a reaction to, it's a comment, it's an embellishment of something, it's who knows. Song. I get it. Yeah, Dave Chappelle is really quite funny, and Bill Burr, very, very funny. very, very funny. You know, comedians, I can trace back the two Ronnies and David Allen. Very old world humor. But it had its place, you know. And then, you know, but in today's humor, you know, the sort of stand-up comedian stuff is very much today's humor, and it does for most part. It's it, it helps us with our everyday day to day, just to take stock of us as human beings and have a bit of a laugh. I'm sure it is, Michael, trolling, but it can be very frightening too. So I would like to pin your comment, and we shall start talking about your comment, trolling. So, in response to your comment about trolling is humour for a lot of people, I'm going to remind those people who are trolling and who find humour in it at the expense of, say, the poor little 14-year-old stuck out in a station. She's on the online because there really isn't anybody else around, and she's doing something to fulfill time, you know, before she has to muck out the stables or whatever the fuck it is that she's got to do. And she gets a message on her phone, which is what I've been receiving mostly in my chats. And the comment was so severe for the reaction of the poor girl that she went out to the shed and hung herself because someone told her that she's not worthy. So, you know, you might think it's funny being a troll, but I want the trolls to remember poor little Dolly. Dolly lived on a station in Australia and got bullied online. And essentially, that's what I think trolling is. You know, it's not a lot of fun for young people who commit suicide, and their families can't understand why. And you know, they had everything going for them, but yeah, online can be dangerous if you are not switched on, you know, and I really do hope that there is good trolling, but I don't know, you know. I think being genuine online and authentic is the way I want to be treated, and I expect everybody else in Dave Channel to be authentic and real, or else fuck off. These idiots that I have been dealing with all day can just fuck off. And if YouTube wants to shut me down for saying fuck off, and I did make it too easy, you know, I made it really easy for them by opening up and saying hello, how you going, what's happening in your world, if you want to have a chat, and mainly maybe about motorcycles and how you going. Then Dave's channel's open for a bit of a chat. But if you want to come in here and just absolutely try and dictate the chat to your agenda, and it's not the agenda of where we're going, well, you're out, you know. Fuck off. Fuck right off. So my moderators know this, and they get it. But anyway, that's just my rave. I am a couple of cans deep in double Tennessee whiskey, so I am going to say a few things. Okay, sorry, shrooms. I like my version of trolling, which is what you have experienced thus far from I have no idea. I believe that you've been a great contributor to the conversation. You've been you've made me laugh. You've made others in the chat laugh. How the fuck is that trolling? But anyway, I'm sorry, Shrooms, if you're not who you are, and then fuck off. But if you want to keep with what I think you are, which is a contributor in Dave's channel, then stick around, man, and wait till we get this fucking thing pumping. I don't know if we're going to have a telethon or anything like that, but there's an idea. I like the idea of the multi-screen chats where we all look after each other's backs, and it creates great content. You're collaborating with others. You're making interesting TV or videos at least. But anyway, what the fuck would I know? I'm very new at this. I like to swear prolifically, and I'm very, very sorry about that. In reality, I said fuck all. Yeah, that's true. And that's something, in reality, you've said nothing. You can be the persona online, and I get that. I get that side of it too. And that prompts conversations, but in reality, you have not offended me at all. You've just been a few lines on a squiggle of a page. So yeah, it's an interesting one to deal with, folks. But putting yourself in your own life, you are that center of either derision or gratitude. It's quite yeah. I'm learning that some of it's not destructive, but I think I want to protect my older folks, who I share. I can't get behind that either. I don't know about that. I just want authenticity and real conversations. And if that's too much to ask, some people, I've got a question. Is Dave's channel? Am I right for you? Because maybe I'm, a little bit too old school for this new way of generating conversations. How do we generate a conversation, and how do we make use of our time online? But luckily, there are things that jolt our memories, like Lady in Black from Uriah Heep. I'd forgotten about that song, and then someone mentioned it, and bang, I'm 27 again. And for an old guy, it's nice to feel 30 years younger, just like that, from a memory. Bang. So I find that these live chats can be good for stimulating that in your brain. It fires a neuron, and you get a nice remembrance of your youth and a good time. A little bit of dopamine, for God's sake. Why not? Why not, I say? Yeah, of course. So Orient, have you got a name like, Brian or Graham, Jeff even? So I don't have such a hard time saying your whole name. Orient, Tang, you know what I'm saying? 30% medical cannabis. To answer your question. Yeah, hey, Jude, thanks for being in the chat and being quite a good. That's crazy that it took over. It's mad. Someone left and the chat got took over. Thank you, disappointing turtle. I think I've got a good shtick. I think the Americans call it. You got a shtick, mate. We like the cut of your shtick. The bikes help. Being genuine helps a lot. People can see right through you. People just are ruthless. So there are some good people, and I tell you what, I'm sorry, but it's, to me it's fucking working, and it's never worked this way. Sorry, too many different conversations. I'll get to you in a second. Long Elephant. That's all I can call you, mate, with a name like that. How about your next comment? You can just tell me your name. That would be so much easier for me. And then I can actually have a good conversation about medical cannabis being natural or not. And if you're not prepared to, at least go in with somebody else with your negative comments about medical cannabis. Jack, okay, Jack, you're in, you're up. Bang, points have risen. I want to talk to you, Jack. Right, now, medical cannabis, yes, has the problematic. There's a lot of problems around medical cannabis, Jack. But here in Australia, using it for lawful and legal reasons is one positive. So I can ride down the road, do a drug swab, possibly get tested positive, but I've got a defence to argue in court. If the pot came out of a snappy bag, I haven't got that argument, and that argument's lost because the pot was illicit. So there's that is probably more what medical cannabis can give to me, rather than being anything good or bad or grown or anything. It's about a fucking label. Having a label allows you to kick back, smoke your can, fucking have a good old time. And yes, officer, I'll put that back into my bag, thank you. The police have to give back your pot, man. Never used to be like that, man. It was always the pigs that take my pot, man, and throw a big charge on me just to fucking, they wouldn't, I could tell you some stories, man. Fucking hell. Who knows Kambalda here? Anyone in the chat know Kambalda? It's in the goldfields of Western Australia. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Harold and Kumar play the scene. Plain scene. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so Kambalda is a town in the goldfields of Western Australia. And I'm riding along, and this fucking pig, he got his nose out of joint because I overtook him on the bike. Mind you, there was no trucks on the road and everything, and it was a double white line. I just went bang past him like it was standing still. And he came up to me at the roadhouse and said, "Oh, why did you overtake us?" I said, "Well, because I can." And honestly, on a big bike, you've got all the power you need. Why, you got all the power you need on a bike. Anyway, so the cops have decided to strip search me, to go through my swag, could go through all my gear. They were determined to find something, and lo and behold, in a jacket pocket that I'd forgotten about long before, is a little packet of seeds. Oh, the jackpot. The cops thought they had the kingpin of the drug industry of Western Australia. The way they were fucking hurt like Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. Fuck me, dude. And I just said, guys, honestly, I forgot all about those. Bang, you got me. And, my mistake, So bang, there's another It was another ridiculous waste of police time. You know, I wasn't carrying kilos of cannabis. You know, they just got the wrong. And, you know, while the police were dealing with me, there goes the truck with the fucking methylated fucking methamphetamines fucking loaded to the fucking roof. I digress. But anyway, so law enforcement now leave me alone because I have a medical prescription. So you planted the seed. No, well, that was the idea. If I still had them and found them again, I would have fucking planted them and fucking grown with pot. But as it's turned out now, that's not what I'm about anymore. I am about legal use of the cannabis where I can go anywhere I want. I can smoke my cannabis in a designated smoking area within the public realm of society. And I think as a dope smoker, that's a sense of pride. You know, so what if it smells and, you know, ooh, and they giggle from the background because he's smoking dope. No, I'm not smoking dope. I'm having a medical treatment. So there you go. Jack, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your handle. It's too many letters. It looks like a Welsh word. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, Jack. Back to the chat. Look, in hindsight, they had me, Looney Shrooms, you know. Big fucking kingpin, you know. There you go. The big kingpin. Fucking dope grower with 50 seeds in his fucking jacket. Fucking wasn't even 50, it done 25 or some fucking thing. Oh yeah, but you got to remember that here in Australia, so that was 2008 probably when that happened. So it's a you know, you get 2 strikes before any conviction. Yeah, they only get 1 strike here. Not Pablo, Dad. You could have used capitals. Can you use capitals next time you fucking address me? See you. Yeah, good on you. Disappointing turtle. So you're not really disappointed. You should be very happy, turtle. Yeah, Bobbies. Yeah, you're both English, aren't you? From England. Both you from England. That's crazy. Same story where, the cops just, you know, yeah, fuck yeah. Just easy. Anyway. Yep, the coffee grinder under the coffee table. There you go. Oh, you know, we've all felt the sting of prohibition. There you go. You know, prohibition is what made those laws. But you know, they allowed alcohol back in, and now they've allowed cannabis in a controlled way. So you know, it's up to me to educate the people that it's not a bad thing. Yeah, South England. How you going, man? I hope you're into motorcycles, Disturbing Turtle. So that that would have maybe been the reason you gravitated to my channel, because it's predominantly motorcycles. Just for the last couple of days, I've been doing some lives until my data gets used up. But it is really just to connect and make a few more subscribers and get me to that 1,000 subscribers mark, where I can start getting a bit of an income. I can start planning a few more trips, because I need the donations to be able to do the, you know, my train is here, man. I'll be back in a few minutes. See you later, passerby. Thanks for joining us on the chat, man. That's really wicked. See you, mate. So interesting stuff in Dave's chats. We've been on here for nearly 3 hours. So I appreciate everyone who's been here. Looney Shrooms, you have definitely been here for a long time. And yep, cool. So yeah, you know what it's all about. I like the English biker scene, actually. I think it's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, Jack. Pleasure, mate. Pleasure to see you. I just cannot pronounce your name for the life of me. Well, James, I'm sorry, mate. Puff up and pass the duchy to the left-hand side. There's no one to share the joy with. There you go. That's a filthy old roach anyway. You wouldn't want to suck on the end of that. Sorry, everyone. It's terrible. Fish and chips. Got the munchies. Yeah. So Australia, James, is where the live host is. I'm the host. So we're in Perth, Western Australia, and we've got participants in the chat from England, America. We had Russia in the room. We had a few walks of life, different walks of Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. Well, there you go. Look at your name up there, and I'll try and cover the Tennessee that you wrote with the Tennessee on the can. Jack Daniels, double strength. I think these are 6.9, nearly 7% alcohol, and I'm a couple deep, and little bit of Canadian green, and yeah, I'm not so mean. I'm kicking back. James from Tennessee, I'll risk the battery charger, and hopefully it doesn't go out or anything. Being that you're a man from Tennessee, I'm pretty sure you'd like a Squawking Chicken 110 engine, right? And a Milwaukee 8 114 engine on my Iron Horses. There you go. Hey, yeah, mate. Tennessee. So yeah, I'm an Aussie. I ride my bikes. I just got to put the charger back in the camera. Yeah. I thought so, mate. I thought so. I thought as much. Look, soon I won't have to use this battery charger, and it'll all be cool. But as long as I don't touch the cord or anything, we're right to go. Yeah, I like me bikes, man. I ride. I've got a lot of American friends that we're on a very larger, it's getting larger community. We're online. We do the wobbly wagons. You can't be constipated. Yeah, all those wobbly wagons. Yep. Steel board. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries. I got it. The steel boarded truck. Fuck yeah, it'll be old. Yeah. It'll be old. Yeah, look, a lot of, well, not a lot. I have a few American truckers as well, interstate truckers. They're a breed. The professional driver in America is a breed of his own, that's for sure. What a great life traversing his country. What do you got for sale? Can we sell your bike here on Dave's channel in your country? Because I have people from all over America that might want to buy your, what is it? Yeah, I know, Looney Shrooms. Yep. Metal frames. Bet your bottom dollar, mate, that those Harleys got fucking metal frames. Well, what's your bike you got, mate? Yeah, fuck yeah. They are the go, mate. If you can get one, I'll vouch for them. They just do not die. Yep. chat can attest to that. Yep, cool, mate. Okay, yep, Honda. We're just waiting for James to come back because he's dictated the chat because he's got a bike for sale, chat. And if you're living in America and you want an old Honda, this might be the guy. Okay. Not miles. We do everything in kilometers. So if 160 kilometers is 100 miles, then I've got some maths to do. You know what I'm saying, Hudson guy? How many miles? So I have done maybe 750,000 kilometers. That's just a 250 off a million. So I know that I had a bike and I did 250 on that, and I only did that in 3 years. So it may well be more than a million miles on bikes. It may well be more. Wow. Yeah, well, I ride, you know, and I've been riding my whole life. And Australia is a big country. So 4,500 kilometers, which would roughly be around 3.6 mile there, 3.6 mile back. So let's call it 720 miles, 7,200 miles. And now I've lost count how many times I've gone over on the, yep. So, yeah, no, I've ridden all my life, brother. I've lost count of how many kilometers that I've ridden. I don't sort of keep stock of that. I can guess. Now, if I've had a bike and one of those bikes, and at the time I had 2 bikes too, so you got to, you know, share those kilometers. But mainly on that Road King, I did 250,000 kilometers, which is about 180,000 mile, maybe. Let's call it 180,000 mile in 3 years. Maybe more. I know that there's a slight discrepancy, but it isn't really that much. I think it's 2 1/3. I think you take a third, a 2 1/3 off of some fucking thing. I can't remember the conversion. That's a joint, so I won't having that. I don't need to have a joint. I just want a cigarette, you know, just a simple, humble fucking cigarette. Well, no way, get fuck off. That's it, mate. It's a long way to shop. You want to rock and roll. That's it, mate. Australia. You're standing in it. Australia. And it's spelled Stray. Australia. LA, I think. Australia. I don't think there's a Y in it. Australia. Anyway, the Bogan did it. He did it quite well. He spelled Australia correctly. And yeah, he spelled it STRA. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Gecko. Thank you for doing that. And helping the chat out with the suitable linguistic terms of the fine way we write our verse. Am I ever gonna see your face again? No way. Get fucked. Fuck off. The angels. Look at you bots dictating how the chat goes. Eh? Talking about Doc Nielsen. No way. Get fucked. Fuck off. I actually really like Vasilis. Actually, it's a great song. Yes, there were many a good song by the Angels. It's Shadow Boxer. Who remembers Shadow Boxer? What a great song Shadow Boxer was. Yeah, no fucking worries, eh? That's exactly how Australians speak. So, yeah, that's exactly how we speak. And to see it in verse is actually quite good. To see it written is, yeah, certainly something for our American audience. Um, well done. Well done, guys. Very funny. Very funny indeed. Yeah, no worries. Fucking Harry's, eh? That is definitely Australian verse at its highest. And to be written, sheer poetry. Australian verse. What a stanza. Yeah, no worries. Furries, eh? That's a stanza. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's just classic stuff. Fucking classic. Absolutely classic. Get a dog up, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Still your mate. No longer how piss off we are with you. We still say, mate. That's it. You're dead cunt, mate. You're a fucking dead cunt, mate. Yeah, exactly right. It's just a language. It's a yeah. We don't, it's interesting to see it because I get to see it here written, and it's mad to see the Australian colloquialism written because it's gonna last forever now. Loony Shrooms, it's it's been recorded. It's a cool thing, man. No, I think he's my father, Jack. Yeah, I think he's my father. Um, he was a bit of a wild player back in the early and mid '60s. So in sometime in 1967, um, someone someone in my bloodline fell victim to Jack Thompson's lust, I believe, and I'm the result. Your typical Australian bastard given up uh, for adoption because of an unwed mother. Old Jack Thompson was a bit of a player. God bless him. Okay, Pete Bastignou says, well, okay, cool. Thanks, Looney Tunes. You get my humour. Well, Jack's a good man. I've got the same traits. Yeah, I was adopted to a great family. I'm very glad, Tony, that my adoption went the way it did. I'm a very blessed human being, a very blessed bastard. Um, so, the story with my life is that an unwed mother came from the shores of northern New South Wales and had me in WA orphanage. No doubt the whole pregnancy, probably. Stuck there with the nuns doing horrible nunnery things all day. Poor darling. But there I was in her belly kicking and fucking marking AFL footballs, and kicking and carrying on as a young Dave in a lady's belly. Anyway, I popped out. I'm put into a crib, wrapped all up, and there's probably, I don't know, 20, 30 stolen blackfella kids from the stolen generation, all singing and crying out for their mothers, but their mothers long gone. And these poor little black kids waiting for a decent Christian family to raise them. And who does the decent Christian family get? The little white bastard from New South Wales whose mother couldn't have him because it was, unfashionable to be an unwed mother back in 1968. But anyway, that was the story. So I have no idea who my father and mother are, bloodline wise. And I never wanted to find out, but it certainly makes for an intriguing story that, has it defined me? Of course it's defined me, but, it's an interesting thing. Who are my people? I don't know who my people are. So, being an Aussie definition like you, Shrooms, is a bastard. Just an Aussie lad who grew up with a pelican. That's it, mate. Fingerbone Bill. Fingerbone Bill. Fingerbone Bill. I've spoke to Fingerbone Bill in Yatala and Ceduna when I go across Australia, Looney Shrooms. Yeah, I know passerby. I get it, and that's that's the power of the universe. What's it doing to Dave's now? Dave's channel is gone past 3 hours, and we're having a little bit of a chat. It's going to be a bit of a mammoth rewatch, but welcome everybody. Welcome. Yeah, no, it was awful. The nunnery. Yeah, the tall woman. But that's what happened in 1968. Rock and roll was alive and well, and free love was alive and well. And what happens when you have lots of free love? Well, little ones come. So little ones have got to be born and raised, and if you're not in a position to do that, you're soon, by your family, you've got this choice. You can do this, or you can be ostracized, and good luck on your own raising a kid with no, all the information that my dad stole at the lawyer's office was that my name is Stephen Smith and my mother was unwed and very young. So that's all the information that I've been told to by my own adopted parents, which is quite crazy. Stephen Smith is who you're talking to. Stephen White. So my mother was a White. So that's something. That's all the information that I know about me. But raised as an infant, as a Van Beek, I know no other way. That was the way I was blessed to have. And I'll take it because it was pretty cultural, man. Every Sunday after church and after our lunch and dinner, Dad stand up and he'd bring out another Dutch master painting and get the whole family to tell their story about the painting, what they believed the painting meant to them. And fascinating. One, you're getting the whole family to talk. Actually, before that, one, you're getting the whole family together, to sit together. Two, you're getting the gift of storytelling and the gift of, you're getting the gift of theatre. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do that. I really, really didn't mean to do that. But the chat's doing funny things and I'm not picking it all up. So I'm in. Yeah. No, that's right, Tony. It's what a lucky cultured upbringing I had. To every Sunday to have a new painting, and the father would ask all of his children an interpretation of the painting. And I also remember Christmases, we always were bought instruments to get our family band. So, you know, God bless my dad for introducing me into music at such a young age. And now my nephew off to American, or is it Australian Idol, to battle. Well done, Johnny Van Beek. So if you hear that name and you got a chance and you're on your phone, give him a vote. Give him a vote, old Johnny Van Beek. He's God, he'd be barely 25. I don't even think he's that old yet, and he's given singing a good old fair crack. Yeah, these are the pros and cons of hitchhiking. I hope her conception was consensual. I hope I came out of conceptual love. If not, then I am all the more the reason for being a hippie. You know, I have no idea. But anyway, there you go. Oi! The pros and cons of hitchhiking. I really hope that and that's something I will never know. All I wanted to know, if anything, was the conception of me consensual and not something else. I don't want to be the I'm just, so, you know, how do you you know, process that, you know, and I really hope it was, you know, the idiot, not the good guy. Yeah, if it, that's it, man, the idiot. Sid Barrett from Pink Floyd, before he went mental. What a good dude. What a vivacious human being, and just took too much acid. Yeah, thank you. The miracle of life. And so are you, Tony McDougall. I get your name wrong, but I know who you are. Yeah, you've been a constant supporter. So there you go. That's a little bit more of a reveal here on Dave's channel, and hopefully explains a little bit more about moi, which is sort of what it's all about. Here you are listening to some guy have a bit of a rave while the truth serum goes through his system. The truth serum. You heard the old song number 7. Is it about Jack Daniels number 7? I'm sure it is, Looney. I have not heard the old song about old number 7, but I'm sure old number 7 is a bit of an old truth serum. Brindley. Now, Brindley was a cat on a television show. I don't know if New South Wales got it. Can you remember Brindley the cat, Tony? Yeah, okay. Old number 7. Where's my pen? Where is my pen? Here is my pen. I need to write this down because Looney Shrooms has recommended, and it's a song old number 7. Listen to it. Old number 7. I don't know if you can see that. Old number 7. So, yeah, I will. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it wasn't Harry McClary. So Brindley was a cat, and it was a fucking old tomcat of a thing. It was with a multi-haired fucking, you know, tortoiseshell cat, but as a puppet. Anyway, my dad was the school guidance officer and school psychologist at the school that I went to, and only attended 1 year because it was just too hard to be at the same school as my father. So the kids in the school would look at my dad's beard and all the multicolored hairs in his beard. Some were grey, some were black, some were brown, some were lighter brown. There was all these reds. There was all these different colours in his beard, and it was a brindley beard, and I just got nicknamed Brindley, and it was in reference to the cheeky cat on a Saturday morning cartoon show. So, you know, not too bad. I was a bit of a clown at school, I must admit. Harry McClary from the Donaldson family. There you go. Anyway, guys, 3 hours. That's pretty monolithic for a Dave's Channel Live. I will say that. It'll be interesting to rewatch this and rewatch it when I'm sober too, because I don't know what I've said. I don't think I've said anything too stupid. I think I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty cool with public speaking. I hope I am anyway. But I am going to have a couple more vapes and get a little bit more stoned. But I seem to have lost the chat for some reason. I keep losing the chat. Straight away, I press the button and bang, it's there. Thanks, brother. I mean, it's entertaining, you know. It's I'm really concerned about the Stravinsky episode with Natasha and Boris coming into the chat. And Natasha and Boris, they came into the chat and they took over the poor little dumb Australian's phone. Oh, yeah, well, sometimes I've got nothing else better to do, Gecko, and I don't mind watching some of these, you know. Yeah, I tend to fall asleep. It puts me to sleep. It's like, it's almost like a lullaby. It definitely puts me to sleep. But it doesn't matter if I don't watch it. Yeah, okay. So look, and I've got to explain to him that I was the one that timed him out for 24 hours. Because that makes more sense. But when I came in and the camera was in the fucking vice, man, it was doing crazy things. You know, maybe because the metal had touched with the screen, I got no idea. But man, that's crazy. Natasha and Boris taking over the show, huh? Fucking hell, huh? The Russian connection. Hey, they were speaking in Russian to themselves in their own private text. Fuck who they are, you know, fuck off. Hey, we're Australian here. We wear Jackie House singlets, blue stubby footy shorts, and thongs. I mean, it should be a beer, but I shouldn't be, you know, selling out. But old number 7's doing it for me. Fuck yeah. I fucking love this shit. You had the camera in the vice, remember that? Yeah, I had the camera in the vice, man. And I went off. He had questions. Did he? Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. There, I'll have a look at all of that, Gecko, because it's pretty crazy, you know. It was your fat fingers day, pushed the wrong buttons. Yeah, that's what it was. And I know that, you know, I know that now. I got caught up with all of the, you know, I think what it is I want to protect my friends on here from that horrible speech. But my friends are really cool. They, you know, loony shrooms. You've seen this all too much before, Tony. You've seen it on other channels, but it's a sense of pride I have for my visitors that I don't want them to see the level of deplorable use of the English language. And on my channel, really? Gosh. But anyway, they come and, you know, as it's turned out, they're hardly a worthwhile algorithm influencer. Because they don't come across as a legitimate reading on your algorithm analytics. They, you know, 1 minute you'll have X amount of views, and then you review it and you've only got maybe 40. You know, so the bots are a really nasty, false. A false indicator of what's going on in your channel. You know, that you think your channel's doing really well, but it's all bot driven, and it's soon sorted out by YouTube. Rob Wilson, that's the man. Rob Wilson has been supporting me and letting me know all about the analytics of my channel. And Rob Wilson has been writing an email to me from YouTube every day. So that means that my channel is getting some traction. It is getting some attention from advertisers, and they come and go and they stay. The wrenchmen and women get them. That's it, you know. And I know that's all I have to do. It, you know, it's all I have to worry about, Tony. Yep, obviously, mate, we can't do that. You know, that'll do it. They found a little loophole and they exploited it, and my bad. But anyway, Tony, I mean, OC came in as OC2, and I don't believe he's in the chat right now, but he might come back and I'll say, look, it may well have been me and my fat fingers, because I'm only uploading a little phone with, you know, so it's maybe my mistake, and I blamed Natasha and Boris for, you know, crimes against the state of Dave that were unfounded. There you go. Stop rubbing your eye, mate. Oh, I can't help it. It's just the worst fucking thing in the world. Anyway, on the 11th of November, the optometrist will see me for a couple of hours, and yep, true Aussie would understand. Well, it's just, you know, where's the respect, for fuck's sake? You're in my house. I've invited you into my place. Show some fucking respect and wipe your feet at the fucking door. Come into the house dragging your shit everywhere. Bah! Fucking bah. Bah to you, I say. Bah. Got no time for you. Anyway, that's they will, I know. It's just for fuck's sake. They got just no class. Comes with absolutely zero class. And it's you know, my friends have to see that. So I feel a sense of responsibility to my viewers to try and at least do a little bit of censorship. So there you go. That's why I feel so passionate about these lives. And I'm for the most part, you know, the count of people who are sticking around and viewing, it's more than one. You know, it's pretty fucking good. So you know, I'm doing something right. And as someone earlier said in the chat, you know, your feed comes popping up in my algorithm search all the time. So you've got to be doing something right. So yeah, getting myself out there, meeting new people is actually excellent. It's a really good thing. There was a guy in America that I met who sits in a wheelchair all day. He's now discovered a new YouTuber where he can go for a ride on a different bike through a different part of the world, and he's wrapped. He's wrapped with that. He sits in his wheelchair on his computer and he can go for a ride. That's what it feels like to him, and that makes everything Wayne. That's it, you know, and that makes everything to him. So Dave's channel again to the rescue. And I think Wayne got a lot out of Dave's channel, and that's what this is primarily for. I was in a motorcycle accident. I couldn't ride my motorcycle, and I tuned into the $1 Million Bogan. So I started riding with the $1 Million Bogan all around Europe and Scotland and England, and then eventually over to America, down through Mexico and all the way to the Bolivian Death Road. I rode with him because I couldn't ride my own bike. So, man, what a ride, you know. Yeah, Aussie, okay, no worries. A Dub Club, Aussie right here. Okay, yep, how you going, Aussie? So $1 Million Bogan, for that reason, helped me understand that the power of doing YouTubing on my motorcycles can actually help someone who's perhaps sitting in a wheelchair or can't ride anymore for whatever reason, but they just love that experience of riding their motorcycle. So you set the camera up with the bars and, you know, then they feel as if they've gone somewhere that day, you know, on through the video, and boy, that warms my heart. Yeah, no, that's all right, mate, for the shout out. Abdub Club, Adub. Oh, it's your hard handle to talk when I'm a couple of cans deep, mate, of the old Tennessee double jacks, couple of vapes and all of that. Looney Shrooms. What are you driving in Dub? Oh, in Dub. In Dub Club, a Dub Club. Hey, cool. Dub Club, easy, man. I can't help but conjure up reggae music, a nice fat blunt, or a car full of Rastas having a Dutch oven, you know, and as soon as the door opens, mate, plumes, you know, plumes. It looks like there was a massive forest fire in the car. And it's all just a good ganja, the sweet ganja, man, you know. There you go. Please feel free to comment, add to the chat. There you go. Ooh. Oh, Looney Shrooms, you forgot the question mark and the exclamation mark. You scared him. See, good English grammar, when we talk to each other through the English written word, must be punctuated correctly or it's misinterpreted. Oh, I'm so sorry. Music pumping in the car, music. Dutchies are the best. There you go. Yeah, Dutchies, man. Dutchies are the, I've been there. And the best way really is is the hot knives, guys. I mean, the hot knives and a spot of hash on the old hot knives with a good old fucking bit of the old Glad wrap tube to suck up the smoke. There you go. Obviously with no Glad wrap on it, because you don't want it anywhere near the heat. You don't want to be breathing in plastic. But a bit of burnt cardboard's all right. But plastic, nah, you don't want to be breathing in plastic. Windows up, yeah, fucking oath. Snaps just like Grandma used to make. Grandma. Just like Grandma used to make. Ah, it's cool. Wow, 4 hours. Well, look out, Mac. Wow, there's a new record. It's a new record. I did vow that I'd make this YouTube until the credit ran out, but then I can't save it. Then it's lost forever, and I can never rewatch it. So this is a once only event, guys. Going to the power runs out, and I'm unable to then save it. And all your comments and all your wonderful advice of music bands that I should listen to will be lost forever, and that's sad. So there's some good stuff in this chat. There's been some interesting developments, some pretty crazy times with Natasha and Boris. That was a bit of a highlight of the chat, I must admit. That was pretty cool. Oh man, I can't beat old Mac's record, and I would never try Tony. I would never. But please, Tony, if you ever see that I'm over on his channel, please come in. Please make comments. I think you would really enjoy old Mac and his storytelling. From an Australian point of view, Tony, it is so much like him leafing through the book of Huckleberry Finn. You know, it's just I enjoy supporting him. He's like a father I could have wished for. You know, for me, he's just a really dear chap that I've warmed very much to and support. And yeah, I'm glad. And he's a good man, and so is T-Bone. T-Bone got me connected to all these Americans, and they're just the best thing in my life that's happened for finding faith, finding connection, and sourcing parts. I'll be able to source a lot more Harley Davidson parts now. And, you know, it was on last night, and it was so good, Tony. It was a lot of fun talking to these guys, and man, they are very cool people. So 9 people in the chat. We've really done away with the bots and the trolls and the people. The algorithm pushed it out there for a bit, and some people came swimming in, and some people came swimming out again. So I've been here. Oh man, his story, his mind, it's just excellent. Oh, we got a new person. Hello, hey there. I'm a lady. Okay, sunken boat. And it's a sailing vessel too. That's tragic, sunken boat. Wow, as a motorcycle rider, I get sailing, if you know what I mean, from a nautical point of view. Man, Jack, thanks for joining us in the chat tonight. Been interesting to have talked to you. Okay, see you later, sunken boat. Bye. See ya. See you, old Jack. Bye, mate. And then there were, then there is a couple more. No, sunken boat. That's good that you're not leaving because we can talk more nautical terms. Now, I'm a man that loves nautical. There's not a doubt. I love all things nautical. I don't get seasick, so therefore, I've got a damn sailing ship on my arm. I love all things nautical. When I was on that yacht with all the sails unfurled and catching the breeze and being powered by the breeze, it was definitely a Barbara Streisand moment, wind beneath my wings moment. It was, yep, there you go. Sick's somewhere else. I don't know where Sick is. Sick is busy. He's down in Florida, doing community service. Mind you, it's not imposed. It's community service that he volunteered for. That's the difference. And he's a beautiful man for it, for doing it. Seamen, I know. The seamen. I love making fun of seamen. They can stake really well through them together and we laugh at all fairies. Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah, look, being a nautical man, I get it. If I'm going to be something different to being a land man, I want to be a nautical man. And I want to sail those seals, that's for sure. Yes, Totter. There you go. So Sunken Boat, welcome to Dave's channel. Welcome. I hope you find a laugh and get something out of it. Maybe learn something, maybe take on a different perspective. Newfoundland and Canada, welcome. Welcome to your fall. Did you at least have some summer? Well, you poor guys in Canada. We're in Australia, brother. And yeah, no worries. We're in Australia, Glenn, where I'm not going to tell you the temperature, but by just looking at what I'm wearing, I mean, for crying out loud, oh mate, you've been up there for about a month. Okay, I think I'm I don't know, crayfishing and cracking down every morning. Yeah, there you go. Cracked on, freezing. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, but I just got visions of what do they call that? Crab wars. The crabbing ships that go out and do the crabbing, and it's just so freaking dangerous in those high seas. And yes, it's 4 degrees here this morning. Oh, Glenn, fuck. Mind you, at least there's not a minus. This catfish and Dawn's crab. Yeah, right. Okay. Crayfish. I love it. No, I got it. Crayfish. Oh, fuck. Funny. Yeah, we don't take ourselves too seriously here at Dave's channel. We do have a laugh, and there's a lot of people that hang around, and there's a lot of people that come and go and say hi and support Dave. I think it's totally amazing and totally blew my mind about being online and having a bit of a presence. You're always going to find a tall poppy will want to be cut down, but they're pretty resilient plants, and they have an ability to bend with the strong winds and stand upright again. So that's how I'm looking at it. We bend with the strong winds, and after they're gone, we pretty well stand up straight again in the sun and being the tall poppy that we are, because we're doing okay. We've got a little bit to say. We're always respectful, mostly in probably a bit of a rogue way, but everybody gets something out of Dave's channel, and maybe sometimes they get a little bit more, like maybe a house and a job and things like that. The things that happen on Dave's channel, it fucking rocks. I reckon it rocks. I reckon it fucking goes off. A dude sitting in a park, complaining, turns out to be actually quite a good dude. Connects with another member in the chat. How the fuck different worlds came together, but they were able to work something out. And the guy is living in his house and working for him, housed and accommodated and earning a wage. Can't get any better than that. Dave's channel. Dave's channel's here to help the social injustice. Turn it into justice and a just, righteous living. And I really hope that they're ignited by motorcycles, and maybe they might think twice. Man, maybe we should get ourselves a bike. It seems to, these bike people, they're not too bad. They got one or two opinions. Who's fighting in the chat again? Looney, are you fighting with Gecko? No, there's no fights going on. That's good. It's a peaceful, respectful chat that everybody in the chat has adhered to the few 3 rules that I put out. And that's all I ask, is you be respectful, you ask questions, and you don't politically spam. I think that the only 3 rules I put up. Everything is on the table, and it's Tonya. Yes, I do remember seeing you before. Hello. Oh man, that's really boom. What a compliment, guys. I think boom. Best thing I've seen on YouTube. Well, I won't direct you to the Colombian War channel. They're just for sheer entertainment. Tonya, you must see the Colombian War Machine. Oh my God, when the woke discussion was going on about Harley Davidson going woke. Oh, for fuck's sake. And he gets this bloody military cannon. He gets 2 military cannons pointed at these poor defenseless Harley Davidsons, and they just get obliterated by these bloody cannons. It's entertainment 101, chef's kiss, 10 out of 10, but message, nah, guy was wrong. He didn't have the correct message, but it was sheer entertainment, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if anyone... come on, be nice. She's not stuck up. She's not suck up. I don't know. Easy there, Looney Shrooms. But, I'm getting it wrong. Still cooking. I cook for myself, for the small community of people, not commercially though. And I should, because people really love my food for some reason. Butter and cream in everything. I mean, you can't go wrong. Butter and cream, dash of pepper and a little bit of salt. If you really want to get fancy, add some Italiano herb. It's got everything in there anyway. No, sugar and spice and everything nice. Exactly right. I don't think I want to go back into commercial cooking. But you don't know what is around the corner. If I have to ever work again, I have a trade that I can fall back on, and I am forever glad of doing that as a young man, as an apprentice chef. It has seen me travel Australia and now potentially the world. And that's a wonderful thing. Do have a trade as a gastronome with merit. Pickling is a love language. It is actually, when you're pickling in the brine or the vinegar. There you go. Which do you pickle in? And most pickling is done in the brine, I believe. For the but it's also a way that is becoming more and more relevant now with the cost of living. Pickling your excess produce for the leaner times, because we're all very aware. Oh man, I know it's 10 a.m. Brother, thank you for joining me for actually quite a while, Dreamy. Sleep, brother. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Out of all of the YouTubers that you could have possibly visited on their channels, and you stay with me, is not lost on me. And I thank you for your company this evening here in Australia. Rock on. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Is our Tony going as well? Yeah, it's pretty late because it's 22, 23, 24, 24. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning in the eastern states. So there you go. It's late. Or very, very early morning. But I don't mind. I'm having a great old time talking to you guys. Nora. Now, there you go. Now, Nora Jimmy Smokes Reviews is a wonderful Irish name. And I had a paint job on the back of my motorcycle, old Nora, of a lady on the bike. And that lady was my mother in her younger days before she was married. And she was quite the belladonna, certainly 1950s cinematic picture of her. But yes, a little bit of glamour and a little bit of cheek with her cigarette. And it was a priceless image. And it went on the back of the bike and as a mural. And my brother didn't want me to sell the bike or let it out of the family because of the paintwork job of mum on the bike. It was a very cool thing that has not been lost on the family, and a big mark of respect. See you later, Tonya. Yeah, we all have a good day night. We're all rocking. See you. Thanks for joining us. See you guys. And that it's great because it makes way for new contributors. Because I'm just rolling on here, just telling it how it is, as we have a few more drinks at the bar. There you go. No, but you've been up all night, brother. See you later, mate. Have a good rest. You have worked all night. You've been doing your shift, and I hope they paid you very well for it, because we don't want to give out our time too fucking freely, especially night shifts. Night shifts are, good on you, mate. That's the way. That's all I needed to hear. You do quite well. That's all. You're doing all right. Motorcycle rider, Dreamy Smokes Reviews, or just a reviewer of the wonderful cigarette that was the Winston. Now, there you go. The Winston was on par with the British smoke, the Chesterfield. You don't ride. Okay, that's all right. But you do like a good classic smoke. Do you know of the Winston? Oh, yes, of course, he knows of the Winston. But I mean, if we're really going to talk the cigarette, which I spent right now. I'm so sorry, Passer. If you haven't heard of the Winston was a cigarette that just cried of America. So every Australian who smoked a Winston cigarette believed wholeheartedly as they smoked that cigarette, they were in fact the Duke. They were in fact Gregory Peck. They were in fact Ronald Reagan. But I don't know if Ronald Reagan smoked on screen or not. But you get the drift. You know, we were so heavily influenced by our culture, by the movies that we saw on the screen. And I'm talking 1955 to 1975, 85 even, you know. Michael J. Fox in Beyond, was it the Time thing? What was the film called? Back to the Future. That was huge. And Star Wars and I mean, I was going to say Apocalypse Now, but Close Encounters, all of those films coming out of America that influenced the landscape of Australia. Yeah. Dennis Leary arsehole. Dennis Leary, I've heard of before. Oldest Mexican cigarette from 1918. Oh my God. There you go. So, yeah. And obviously you did the review of it and it's on your content somewhere. Because that would have made for a great, sitting back with a nice tequila, dreaming about... Because what I've seen from Mexico, it's not all bad. It's actually pretty cool. Pastor boy. Keep it up and you'll lose the wrench. Fuck yeah, be careful where you tell that joke. We have a disabled person in the house and we sometimes desperately need that fucking car space. Because the fucking disabled person wants to go and use the bathroom and we don't want to clean up the mess, if that makes sense, because it stinks. They can't help it themselves, God bless them. But we as the carers, I've been assisting the carers. Look, more so in the past, before NDIS started bringing their carers here. You just do it, You can't let someone sit there in a chair all the time. You do have to have a level of humanity, and that's what being here, living in this environment, has taught me. Living with someone with a disability that's a non-verbal, non-physical person. They have a cerebral palsy affliction that prevents them from speaking or moving. But it doesn't prevent their their brain from ideas, and just that their body doesn't work, but their mind does. And the incredible story that this young lass writes, and the incredible things that she does from a whole different perspective of our own able-bodied lives, was a real learning curve for me, But also, I don't feel so bad about that, because when my mother was a nurse, we as young kids all had to go to her work, because that's where the television was. And if we wanted to watch something on TV, then we went to the disabled men's shelter where she was a nurse. And it was interesting work, that's for sure, for her. But as kids, we learnt about otherness, that not every human being is not every human being is. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. Anyway, rah, rah, rah. Dave, you're still going. 2-4. 4 hours. I'll stop in 4 hours. How's that? Hang with us the last 4 minutes, 2-4, and then we'll pack it up. We'll pack it up. And that's it. Did you actually go for a bit of a blat, or is it now starting to get warm enough to go for a blat? And can you wear your vest and just stick your mobile phone in your vest and just turn it on to a live, and just go for a ride down the road? Because anything coming from 2-4, riding on that fucking on that bike to, stick into Buck Brown's face is fucking worth doing, I reckon. No, you know what I mean. No, it's not an Indian at all. No, I love the little camaraderie you and Buck have. 2-4. I think it's very humorous. Yeah, Jess, I have. I've got 2 of them. Yeah, we're Harley dudes. And before the chat ends, would you like to see them, Jesse? Have you got a Harley? Would you like to see them? I know 2-4 would. He wouldn't mind. We'll go right up to the close to the engine. That's only if Jesse wants to see them. Buck's beautiful, man. We dig Buck. He's a big fan of Dave's channel, and we're a big fan of Buck Brown's channel. That's for sure. Okay, well, I'll show you what they look like. Your is Jesse Campbell. Jesse Campbell. Okay, Jesse. I own a couple of Harleys. Yeah. The twin cam, 110 twin cam, Softail Slim custom chopper with the fucking fishtails, and a 2022 114 Road King with the turnout 2 Brothers exhaust. You've got to love it, with the big fucking 14-inch burly bars, 2-inch thick bars. I don't know if you can quite see the front wheel, but it's definitely not standard. Yeah, so that's the bikes. It's been a good 4 hours, guys. I must admit, it has been a really good 4 hours. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Jesse. They're the bikes. That's me. There's 2 more minutes to go. We'll just, because of Mac, we'll do 3 hours, 59 seconds. Thanks, everybody. See you later now.